And hello, everybody. We're having a wonderful time here at Shrewsbury's Town Common. And, just because it's a little bit of misty weather, the spirit here hasn't been dampened at all. I can tell you that from just taking a walk around the Common. I've been having a wonderful time as we've been setting up here and as Linda's been speaking to you, going around and seeing the town of Shrewsbury really coming out and enjoying themselves today. There are so many booths to come and see. And if you can't make it here for some reason, that's why we're here. That's why Public Access is here, to bring you the sights and sounds. And somebody's saying, oh boy, look at that. Beehive hybrid popcorn. Not just any kind, Beehive hybrid popcorn. And this is the United Methodist Church, Linda? Yep. Is this the one they're giving out? They're giving out some popcorn free, I think, even. Yes, someone is. Yes. So there you go. If you're a popcorn fanatic, and she's sharing it with me, that's darn nice of you. Thank you. And as you can hear, we also have some music going on in the background. Tortorelli Sound is here, providing all sorts of lively music. It's probably reverberating all over town center. And we have face painting for the kids, and we've had people going up in the buckets. I kind of want to go up in the electric truck buckets myself. I really think that'd be kind of fun. I've seen folks watching the karate exhibit and seeing a miniature pony that's been walking around. Oh, actually, excuse me, miniature horse, not a miniature pony. It looks like a pony, but it's actually a horse. And something that we had was last night for an event, we had Shrewsbury high school football team playing Fitchburg. And this, as you know, if you follow Shrewsbury High School football at all, is a long-standing rivalry, and Shrewsbury pulled it out after a 17-year drought. They won last night, so that's just another thing that kind of an excitement that buoyed into today. And I have an ETS representative that's going to join me, Chuck Carteret. ETS, of course, being a part of SETV, Shrewsbury's Channel 41, the education channel. So, Chuck, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
And I hear that there were a lot of exciting things happening yesterday, and I thought maybe you could fill in the viewers as to what went on at the high school yesterday.
Well, mainly it started with Spirit Week at the school, and which led up to the field day events, which was a competition between the class of freshmen and the juniors and all them. And I was rooting for the juniors, so I was hoping we'd win. It all came down to a tiebreaker between us and the seniors. They won. The older, the stronger, I guess. And it mainly consisted of events like the tug of war, stuff like that.
I think you were probably being nice to the seniors. You know, they're older. You know, they could use a little help. That was darn nice of you, Chuck.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy, I guess.
Can you tell us what else happened? Now, that was some kind of field day that you had yesterday. That was part of the event. What else happened?
That started the events, which led up to the football game. But in between there, we also had a barbecue, which the peer leadership run by Mr. Marsh and Mr. Nugent, and I think we have some clips of that. So.
That'll be great. I don't know quite when we're going to be getting to see the clips, but I think what we can do is just we'll keep going, and they'll probably put those clips in, and you'll know what Chuck's talking about. Could you tell us what your impressions were of some of the day leading up to the big football game?
I think it was mainly the school spirit that ran the whole school yesterday, and the kids loved it because they got to express how they felt about school and their school spirit. So I think the captains or the seniors of the football league rooted everybody on to get them all to come out.
You think that's what actually helped the team, like maybe take a little bit of extra energy, that winning energy, to go in and take the game?
Yeah, I didn't think that many people would show up, seeing as how the weather was and like now. But I actually showed up myself, and I saw a lot of people there that I haven't seen at many football games.
So what was the score again for those that might not have seen the paper yet or heard the score?
The final score was 40-21.
And so what happened after, just for those that might not have had a chance to see it, what happened as soon as the team won the game was over?
I think they were just relieved because it took a while for them. It was a long rivalry, like you said, and it took a while for them to beat Fitchburg, but I think it was all just a happy ending at the end.
That's terrific. Just to change course a little bit, you're our ETS representative here. What kind of things are you learning down at the high school studio?
In ETS, it's like any other class, except there's no written work, basically. It's all technology, which is going to be run in the future, and TV, which people can adapt to. So mainly we learned to use the camcorders and host like I am right now, and just editing, getting all the footage together.
And I've heard really great things about your abilities as host and as cameraman already. Is this something that you've actually, maybe now that you've been working at the ETS studio, thinking of pursuing, or is it just something that's really great fun for you right now?
I've thought it over a while, and actually I would like to pursue camera work and hosting.
That's terrific. I don't know if we've had a chance. I'm going to try to grab somebody's attention here. Have we shown the clips yet? Have we shown the clips? Okay, well, I think it's possible that Linda wants to come back. It looks to me like she has some folks that she wants to talk to for you. And I think what we'll do, Chuck and I will just kind of be around waiting for those clips to show. But you know what went on yesterday. We had our eyewitness report here, and we will get those clips to you as soon as we can. Thanks a lot, Chuck. Okay, and I'm going to turn over here to Linda, who's got a great group of people here, and maybe you want to come this way. I don't know.
Oh, yep, that'll work. Yep. Come on. Where are we, guys? Now, I suppose you're kind of wondering what we've got going on here. Two hatted people and two hat-deprived people, being hat-deprived people being June David Forrest and myself, and the two hatted people being Mike Gregory and Betty Stem. I know this is going to sound like a really dumb question, but why do you guys have hats on?
We're cowboy-oriented because we got a cow that's going to chip for us.
I love it. And where did you guys get this cow?
This is a donation from Donald Weigel at Weigel's Farm. He's been good enough to let us take one of his or her.
Is her name Bessie? I've been calling her Bessie.
All right, that's a little confusing, but
she'll answer anything. Call her anything. We just don't call her late for dinner. That's it.
Don't call her late for dinner. Don't call her late for. Well, anyway, that you're with Shrewsbury Community Services. June, you're the director, correct?
Yes.
And whose idea was this cow chip thing?
Actually, it was Wayne Sampson's idea.
You mean Lieutenant Wayne Sampson, the brown-eyed? No, he's got blue eyes. Lieutenant Sampson had this idea?
Absolutely.
And who picked up the ball and went with it?
Actually,
the whole group.
Wayne and the whole group.
Yeah, we discussed it at a board meeting. And
so the two of you, Mike and Betty, you're members of the board?
We're on the board of directors of community services. Well, this is a fundraiser for our agency, and it's also a fun event for the town. I think we're really happy to be part of the Spirit of Shrewsbury weekend, and as an organization in town, I think it's great.
So real quick, June, what does Shrewsbury Community Services really do?
Okay, we provide counseling and case management services to those families in Shrewsbury who are in need.
Okay. Define case management. I mean,
we help people with life management issues such as housing, finding legal services. We do a lot of information and referral services to other agencies.
Okay, and the phone number for Shrewsbury Community Services is 754-6933. This is absolutely disgusting, my memory for phone numbers, you know. So if you have any questions, call 754-6933. But more than that, get off the couch, come on down here. Right over here in the common, you can buy yourself a deed, a cow chip deed for your very own Bessie Muffin that will happen between 10 and 12 tomorrow. Now, one of the things I don't think I said today was if Bessie's stopped up and doesn't do her dirty deed 3 times, they will actually have a drawing at noon. So don't worry. Don't worry if you actually have a deed and she doesn't perform. The money will still be raffled off and given out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
come cheer on your cow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. Bye. And I've already had some popcorn. And now we're going to the best part. We're going. I lied. No, it's not the best part, but it's the second best part because it's the one thing I'm not in shape to do. 5K road race from Dean Park this morning. Let's see it. Pretty please.
Weekend.
It'll happen.
I'm standing here with Bill Yonker.
You know, you got to come down here and try this stuff out. This is really a lot of fun. So maybe we're not doing that just yet.
What are the conditions for running?
Well,
You know,
Derek,
it's really there we go.
great this morning. You know, it's cool, not too warm, a little damp. So I expect times to be pretty fast today. I don't know what the field is here, but you know, it's definitely good racing weather today.
Okay, we've got about 2 minutes till the racing starts. What are you going to do to make it through the 5 miles? Are you an avid runner?
Well, actually, it's only 3 miles, but
3 miles.
yes, I'm on the cross-country team, so you know we put in a good 6 or 7 miles each day, so we're in shape for these kind of races. So you know we can go full out for the 3 miles.
All right, thanks, Bill. Good luck.
Thank you.
A plethora of runners eager to start the race. I've seen people of all ages in this race. They're going to run 3 miles, and we have about a minute till they start, so why don't we watch and wait? I was talking to some of the runners, and they have told me that it will take about 16 to 30 minutes before we start seeing people cross the finish line. And they're about to get underway here. We're here again at Dean Park for the Spirit of Shrewsbury weekend. And we're just awaiting some last-minute runners. Seen some of Shrewsbury's finest running, and some people just come out here to support the Spirit of Shrewsbury. Here they go. And there they go. You can see the kids are up front. Here come the adults in the back. Again, people of all ages running in this event. And there they go. So they'll be back in about 16 to 30 minutes, some of them. A little bit longer for others. And that's going to wrap it up here. As the family members and friends await their runners, we're going to move on to the next event here at Shrewsbury Spirit Weekend. So we'll see you later. This is Derek Brozite. And I'm here at the Town Hall.
Okay, I'm here with Tom Desilets, and I can't believe he's spreading this vicious rumor that I did so poorly.
Melanie, right?
That's right, at the Shrewsbury Electric.
Education from Light and Cable, Shrewsbury Light and Cable. Melanie tried. She did pretty good. We have an energy IQ test over here, Melanie. She got nothing right, but she's learning. And a lot of folks are here today learning about light and cable and how to be safe around electricity. Kids are getting on bucket rides. Melanie's going to get on a bucket ride in a little while. We're going to send her way up. But it's been a fun day here for everybody around Shrewsbury.
Thanks, Tom. You can go away now.
Okay, I can go away now. Bye-bye.
I can't believe I just put myself on TV to be humiliated by Tom Desilets from Shrewsbury Electric. Yes, indeed, I failed miserably at the electric IQ test. You should come down and see if you do any better. Find out how much it costs a year to run your dishwasher or your water heater or your alarm clock or your blanket. You might be really surprised at the results, too. And surprised at the results, I'm not at all. Joe Drummond, who, of course, longtime SPAC producer, you know Joe. And Joe just ran the Spirit of Shrewsbury 5K road race and did phenomenally well. And those of us who know Joe, not only as a producer but as a runner, know that he's just, burning up those tracks. Joe, tell us all about it.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm burning up the tracks. My time was 29:28, which is pretty good. My personal record is 28:50, so it was a little bit slower than that, but this was a very hilly course. The first half, my first mile was 12:11, so you can imagine that first half was really tough, but they made it up in the second half. So.
And what time did this actually happen, Joe?
At 10 o'clock sharp this morning.
Yeah, I'd imagine any kind of hill at 10 o'clock sharp this morning would be a little tough.
And of course, you run basically almost on an empty stomach, so that doesn't help either.
Is that a wise thing to do for runners? Oops, that's okay. All of Shrewsbury is just, piling through here to talk about this. Is that the best way to run a road race, on an empty stomach?
You can eat, but you can't overeat. Usually should eat about 2 hours before a road race, an hour and a half. You have to digest what's in your stomach first. So.
Do you do the pasta thing the night before?
No, Carbohydrate loading is what they call a PASA thing. That's only necessary if you're running a race or an hour duration or more. Carbohydrate loading for a short race is not really necessary.
Okay, well, just to let you know, the road race wasn't the only thing happening today. Joe was running so that he wouldn't get caught by the jail and bail, and he managed to escape that pretty well, so that was pretty good for Joe. But apparently, there was a jail and bail that happened a little earlier today, and we have some footage of some folks behind bars, so let's go see that.
Right.
Oh, and behind me, you can see that some of the active members in the community have been imprisoned, if you will. And I'm going to try and talk to one of them now, but I don't want to get too close to these convicted people. Let's see what they're in for. Miss Bartleson, Shrewsbury High School teacher, what are you in for?
I'm in because I teach geometry creatively. This isn't fair. This isn't fair. Go read did you read my bail? I have a bail thing over there. Go read it.
All right.
And bring the bail over here.
Well,
money in it.
Let's go over there and see how much the bail is.
No, she's going to go read the bail. It's on an orange.
And this is what she was talking about. She put up a plea on the wall. Let's read it and see what it says. It says, "Bail me out, please. My bail is equal to the number of sides in an octagon times the number of sides in a decagon plus the number of degrees in each angle of a regular hexagon plus the total number of degrees in consecutive..."
Some of the jail and bail activities over at the police station. Yeah, it's funny. Someone asked me why I didn't volunteer to be jailed and bailed, and I think I was afraid that I wouldn't get bailed out. I've done work at MCI Framingham Prison for Women, and when I leave, sometimes I'm just grateful to get out. I keep feeling like they're going to want to keep me there. I'm not sure why. But anyhow, it looks like it's been a real fun activity. I saw Alice Johnson over there in some of that footage behind the scenes. I hope somebody bails her out. The middle school really needs her. So if you're out there, run down to the police station, and we're now ready to go back to the jail and bail. Go for it, guys.
We're having a little bit of a tape problem, so unfortunately can't show you right this second, but we will be back momentarily with it. And you probably see I'm holding a Dunkin' Donuts cup here, and I'm not making an advertisement for Dunkin' Donuts. I am letting you know that the Lyons Club has a booth here along with the many other booths that we have going here. And the Lyons Club is selling Dunkin' Donuts coffee and donuts that I believe were donated to them, I believe. And they are doing that, of course, for the wonderful fundraising events that the Lyons Club participates in. It's a great organization, and on a kind of a bit of a chilly day here today, it's a great way to start your day, getting a cup of coffee and a donut. Just to let you know, one of the many things happening here. And we've talked to you about some of the other things that are going on here. I saw one display that had some beautiful pheasants. They were just absolutely glorious, and I'm hoping very much that we caught some of that on tape for you. I've also seen some Girl Scout and Boy Scout, I guess, troops or Cub Scout troops that have various activities. The Girl Scouts, for instance, are doing something, I think it's just a great idea. They're making book bags, and what they're doing is they're asking people to donate new books, and that way they will put the new books in the book bags that they have made, and they will give them to children who otherwise might not receive benefit of new books. Of course, we have a wonderful public library in town. We're very fortunate to have such an excellent library, and that is where the books are being dropped. So if you want to participate, you can come to our wonderful library, take out a book, drop off a new book that you bought for this event, and the Girl Scouts will collect it, put it in the bags, and hand them out to people that otherwise wouldn't get the benefit of having their very own books. They, of course, like all of us, can go to the library and get a wonderful assortment of books, but it's nice to own your own book. I know I'm a huge book collector, and as much as I love and support my library, I'm also a big supporter of having my very own collection. So just another wonderful thing that's happening. Another thing that Linda probably talked to you about was the Shrewsbury Community Services. I haven't bought my deed yet, but I am going to go over and buy my deed shortly, and hopefully I may be a winner. You never can tell. Oh, sorry, we thought we had the tape there for a second, but we don't quite yet. We have other events going on here. We have a lot of face painting for the kids and tattoos, temporary tattoos. I've seen a lot of the kids lining up to do that. There's also a rappelling course or event or something. Rappelling is when you go up. It's kind of like a little triangle almost. I'm probably explaining this very poorly, but you go to the top and then you kind of, by virtue of holding a rope, jump down, both feet together, and you get down to the bottom. And I've seen a lot of the kids enjoying that. Make sure you're wearing sneakers if you're going to come down here and try that one, though. We've had events going on all over the town, as we mentioned a little earlier. We've had the jail and bail. We've had the road race. There was the football game last night. There's the town dedication that's coming up. That's going to be the town hall dedication, where we're dedicating the building to Mr. Carney. You're not going to want to miss that at 3 o'clock. And tomorrow at 2 o'clock, of course, is the dedication of the new Floral Street School, another big town event that's happening, and you're not going to want to miss that one either. The school is just beautiful looking, if you've had a chance to see it at all or see any of the coverage that we've had so far. So it's been really great to see that come together for the town. And I see Linda's here with somebody, and I'm going to turn the microphone over to her and find out who she's with. Linda?
Thanks, Melanie. Good job. Believe it or not, this is not just somebody. This is Patty Smith, and you're probably out there saying, well, who's Patty Smith? Patty is responsible for the community bulletin boards that you see that tell you about all the activities that go on in town. So this woman is the most important woman to know in town, I think, because if you've got something going on and you want to reach people, and it does reach people. Patty, how long have you been doing this?
Almost 10 years now.
You're kidding?
No.
So you've been doing the, excuse me, sir? Sir, excuse me, that's all right. That's all right. You're just a bystander? Your name?
No, I am a bystander.
Yes? Are you a resident in town?
My name is David Bystander.
David Bystander. I like this. Well, David Bystander, this is Patty Smith. Patty.
That's another unlikely name, too.
It's a real name. Thank you. But,
bulletin board?
Yeah, we're talking about the bulletin board. Patty, do you find that people give you enough information when they call up?
Oh, yeah.
Too much, maybe?
Sometimes it's too much because I really have to limit it to about 8 lines. Everyone wants so much information on there that we have to cut it down.
But you're so creative. I mean, I've seen some of that stuff. Where do you get the ideas to put all that stuff together?
I don't know. I have a lot of fun with it. And I have a lot of freedom to do what I want to do. So I just try a lot of things.
Yeah, some of the stuff's really outstanding. Now that's more than one channel, though. What channels are you?
Well, we have Channel 19, which is just for the town, and then 26 is a paid advertisement.
Oh, so you mean if I had a small business here in town and I wanted to, I could pay to have that done?
Right.
And what does that cost?
It's $30 a week or $110 for the month.
Well, that's great. And what number would somebody call if they wanted to do that?
They just call our regular number, 841-8500. We've changed it a few times.
841-8500. So even if somebody had a community group that they wanted to advertise something like the Spirit of Shrewsbury or the cow chip contest or the buckets, the electric light company stuff, they would call 841-8500 and ask to speak to Patty.
Right.
That's it. So all of you out there, now you know who it is you're talking to who puts all that good news on. And I can testify that I've called this woman at the last minute in a frenzy, and she's gotten stuff on for me that same day. You're really awesome.
Thank you. I try to get everyone some coverage and get everyone happy.
So you've been working for the light company for 10 years. Do you do other stuff for them too?
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Patty Smith, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Anyway, if you're sitting at home and you're watching us, tell them, come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down. We really, You're really missing it if you're not down here. I'm watching, as I stand here and talk to you, I'm watching some kids climb down. It's like a rock climbing thing. What do you call, Melanie, what do you call that? Rappelling. See, I'm not that active. What is that?
I tried to explain rappelling. And
rappelling?
I did a wonderful job.
Did you? Did you?
No.
As good as what I explained cow chips?
Well.
But anyway.
Linda and I aren't going to go do that shortly.
But this is, we're going to what?
We aren't going to do that shortly.
Thank you very much.
You thought I said we are?
Yeah, I did. I did. No, just as nuts as, who is it that's going to go up in the bucket?
I am going to go up in the bucket.
Oh, you're crazy.
Oh, no,
You're
Maggie and I
crazy.
both want to go up in the bucket.
Maggie's going to go up in the bucket too?
Absolutely. I would say actually I would go if we had, we're not showing you our shoes. They're lovely shoes, but...
Maggie, you want to show us our shoes? No. Oh, she's missing the shoes.
But,
you know, you guys are missing everything at your home. They're really missing it, aren't they?
I think they are. And I think the people of Shrewsbury should write a letter. But we don't have our sneakers on. And that's what I think we're doing.
That's right. Sneakers and jeans. And actually, you're in a skirt, which at least I have pants on, you know?
So it's not going to happen today. But
it looks like fun.
A club, or if that's part of the Boy Scouts or something. I'm not positive who's actually running that one.
Well, I don't know. You think, why don't I go over and see if I can find someone for you to talk to about what they're doing? What do you think? I'm going to go do that. Be back.
Thank you very much, Linda. And we're trying to put on, which tape are we going to, Bill? We're trying to go to, I think, that jail and bail that we had before, but we're having, like I said, a little bit of technical difficulty. We should have a little sign. Not to ramble, but did you ever see the... I am rambling. Never mind. Interview Tom Josie would be wonderful. Whether we do or not, just to let you know, we are coming to you live from the town common and having a little bit too much fun over here in the SPAC corner. You should come and visit our corner where you can see a lot of the equipment that we use to make shows and to bring you programs every day and every night. We're, of course, a volunteer organization, and we make our programs for you, for ourselves. You can learn how to do that, too, if you want to call 841-8650. And, of course, we not only have public access now, but we have the education channel. And that encompasses both the ETS studio, and it also is programming that is either made or brought in that is of an educational nature for the entire town. And that's something that is kind of new for us. It's been up and running for almost a year now, and we're very excited about it. We're also going to start trying to bring you more governmental programming from SPAC, so that's going to be something to look forward to as well. Not only the selectmen's meeting, but covering other meetings as well and bringing you more governmental information that also the town government would like to bring to you, so you'll be a better informed community. No problem. As you can see, people are just wandering all over and just taking in all the sights and sounds. It's been really terrific here. Once again, a kind of a misty, gloomy day. You might think nothing's happening in town, but you're wrong. It's happening all over. And here, live at the town common, it's still packed. I think it's even more packed than it was a little bit before. People are also bringing something to eat. They're either buying something here for some of the very good causes that are going on here, or they're bringing food for themselves. There are some tables set up in the middle of the common, kind of having kind of a little picnic, actually. Some of the other things that are going on, I see some kids that have some miniature pumpkins, and they're drawing on the miniature pumpkins. I've seen, again, face painting and some temporary tattoos. So it's some great...
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing.
What do we have? You're part of what committee now?
Shrewsbury Democratic Committee.
And tell everybody your name.
Frank Lynott, and I belong to the Shrewsbury Democratic Committee, and we're down here to try to get people to join the Democratic Committee in Shrewsbury, and we have our meetings on the third Sunday of every month, and we have it at the Italian Club on Dewey Road, and it's very easy to come down. It's open to the public, anyone who wants to attend at our meetings and learn more about our society and what we need in government, and it's very helpful for the town of Shrewsbury.
That's terrific. If somebody can't remember, didn't write that down fast enough, or maybe will forget in a couple of weeks where that was actually happening. Is there a phone number that they can contact anybody from the Democratic Party about?
Well, they can. Leo Corazzini is the chairman of the Democratic Committee, and I don't have his number, in memory, but
he's the chair. He's in the book.
And you can contact him or come down to the Italian Club on a Sunday, the third Sunday of the month, and we'd be glad to have anyone join.
That's terrific. What kind of activities does the Democratic Club here actually try to get involved in?
Well, what we normally try to do, and it's like anything else, is we try to help the town to better itself, to get funds or anything like that. We're mainly basically try to help the working people and the middle class, and of course the old saying is always the rich, but in our case we try to help the needy, and that's the big thing we want to do, and we feel proud of doing it.
That's great. Thanks so much for joining me, Frank.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, just to let you know, in the sense of fair play, the Republican Committee for the town of Shrewsbury is also represented here today. They have a booth as well. Just to let you know that I don't have any representatives of them with me, but we're going to, but we may find them at Southgate. We're going back to that tape footage from Southgate that was taped earlier, I believe last night, they said. Thank you.
Nothing. There aren't enough vowels betwixt the consonants to be able to spell anything, which is a silly thing about the English language. But if you tried to pronounce it, it would sort of come out like ink. And obviously, quartet is one of the key elements of that of the title of our society. We, as a barbershop chapter, are really blessed with a good number of quartets. Unfortunately, not all of whom could make it here tonight, but among those who did, you will see some of the cream of the crop. And I'd like to bring out for you right now one of our finer quartets, Blue Skies.
Coming down the street, looking so neat. It's Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on and hear, come on and hear Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on and hear, come on and hear. It's the best band in the land. They can play call like you never heard before. So natural that you want to go to war. That's just the bestest band. Whatever, little honey lamb, come on along, come on along, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Up to the man, who's the leader of the band. And if you care to hear that Swanee River play in ragtime, come on and hear, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Oh, money, better hurry and let us meander. Ain't you going to the leader man, ragged leader man? Oh, money.
Hi, this is Linda Turner, and I'm back at the Common. I'm here with Jeff McVoy. Melanie and I were talking earlier about this this contraption that's erected in the center of the Common here, and about how we were not going to go up there because we don't have the shoes for it. Anyway, this is Jeff McVoy, and you're a scout, right?
Yes, I am. I'm a Boy Scout with Troop 114. You'd like to know what we're doing over there?
I would love to know, because it's something I'm not going to do, but we'll watch.
All right. What we're doing over there is we have a small, about 8-foot tall rappelling wall.
That's taller than 8 foot.
Oh,
looks real tall to me.
All right. But what we're doing is basically giving younger kids a chance to learn how to rappel a little bit just down the wall. It's not very tall, but it kind of gives them the little experience of what rappelling is.
Now, what are you doing to keep things safe for these kids?
Well, What we are doing to give to make it safe for the people is there's 2 lines. One line is what they use to repel, which is controlled by them. They control the speed.
By the kid.
Yeah. And then we have another line which is called a belay line, which is attached to a person at the bottom who is at all times keeping tension on the person so that if he happens to fall, that person's going to catch him on their rope.
Sort of like an anchor?
Yes, sort of like an anchor.
Yeah. Now, are you charging for this?
No, I'm not.
No. I
it
mean,
is
I
totally
didn't mean
free.
you personally, I meant the scout troop.
Oh, the scout troop isn't charging, but I am. No.
Yeah, you're cute. You know, I got to tell you, the Scouts are really active community-wise, and Jeff didn't realize it, but he and I have worked together on another project for the St. Anne's, the Ecumenical Council Food Bank. Haven't we, Jeff?
Yes, we have.
And what did we do? We carried tons of food.
We carried tons of food to St. Anne's Church.
Right.
All morning.
Yep, from the Postal Service annual food drive that occurs on the second Saturday in May every year. You're going to do it again this year, right?
I hope.
Second Saturday in May. You got it on your calendar already, right?
Yep.
We're going to carry all that food that you, the residents, donate. You know, this is a great town.
Oh,
How long have you lived here?
I've lived here all my life. In fact,
Really?
I was born into a house in this town.
You were born in a house?
I was born,
Or were you born in a hospital?
in a
Just
hospital in
checking.
Worcester.
Okay.
But I was born into a house in this town. So I've
that's
lived here
great.
all my life.
All your life.
All
So
my
you're
life.
really part of the spirit of Shrewsbury.
Yep.
This is really great. You can go ahead off and help your kids. And Jeff McVoy, thanks a lot. And
Thank
we'll
you
see
very
you
much.
the second Saturday in May.
All right, see you later.
You know, a lot of the organizations here really do a lot of good stuff. We're laughing. We're all sort of enjoying the music here. Melanie, come on out and dance with me. We're going to go to some shots of the stuff hanging here at the Commons. So take a look. And again, if you're sitting there on your duff, come on down because you're missing it. You're missing it. And you'll be sorry. You'll be real sorry because we're having fun.
Well, here are three very familiar faces. I thought I had 2 and I got a 3rd. I'm here, of course, with Representative Ron Couch and Robbie and Peter Blute, and of course, long Shrewsbury supporters and residents, and I just wanted to let them give a chance to give their impressions of what's been going on here today.
Well, I think it's a great day for Shrewsbury to see all these people out. We were down at the jailhouse and got locked up this morning, and that was a great affair, too. And, you know, with Friday, today, and tomorrow, it's certainly a great day for Shrewsbury and the people of Shrewsbury, and I hope we can just make it bigger every year and let everybody enjoy what's going on.
Thank you. So well said. And I think it's great that you got bailed out. Did you get bailed out immediately?
Yes, I did. Not too long.
That's fabulous. Great. And Peter and Robbie, and which one of your sons do you have here?
This is Daniel.
Stand next to you here. Oh, and it tastes good, too. And it's so great. You know, he's at Massport, but he's still a Shrewsbury resident and supporter. And how's everything going?
Well, we've had a great time today. We were at the jail and bail with Eileen Creedon, and we had a great event. We raised a lot of money. Daniel. And my wife and I and my 2 sons are enjoying this festival. It's really a great event, and everyone should be proud who put it together. Robbie?
Oh, yeah, no, it's a wonderful day for this, and hopefully, as Ron said, it gets bigger every year, and we should have a tradition like this in Shrewsbury because it's such a beautiful town. We, you know, sometimes we don't appreciate it enough, I think. Say hello, James. Say hi to everybody. You want to say hello? Say hello. Say hello. Say hi, Shrewsbury.
Hi, Shrewsbury.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
He's
just like his father. You can't grab the mic away.
Thank you. Well, I think it's wonderful. We've got a future host in the making. Thank you, everybody. And it's just great to see. There are so many families, the faces that you do know, and the faces that you'll get to meet. You'll probably see a lot of your friends and neighbors if you manage to make it out to any of the events going on today. And it's great to see that our representatives and our former representatives are, of course, still very much part of Shrewsbury and enjoying and participating in what's going on today. We're going to go back to the jail and bail now and see who else has been stuck in jail and who's hopefully going to get out.
Right now.
And that's the bailiff right there.
The bailiff has just put them in the prison. Did you ever think that you'd be in prison?
Never did we think we'd be in prison.
Never.
We've been doing our job so well.
We're so good. How could this happen to us? Jeez.
All right, well, we'll be back sometime to see some of the other people who have been put in prison.
Coming for Mrs. Johnson.
This family here has bailed Mrs. Johnson out, and she is going to be paroled, I guess. So we'll bring you back for live footage of that, so stay tuned. Mr. Feldheimer, who is under arrest. And he happens to be both our teacher, and there you see him being brought into the prison by Officer McGinley. You can see he's dressed in his black and white pinstripe outfit.
Why isn't this man cuffed? Why don't we have cuffs on him? You have a defense attorney with you?
Yes.
Oh, we better get someone to speak up for you right away. You're charged with impersonating a teacher, music teacher, and not being able to carry a tune. How do you plead? You got yourself one hell of a lawyer there, Mr. Feldenheimer.
I have a business card.
We're sending you, too.
For what?
$500. What is this?
Judge, no. We want six.
$600. I'm glad you brought a good lawyer with you.
Is not enough.
$600. $700. What are you going to do with it? This is justice here. Bailiffs, take them in, fingerprint them, book them, lock them up.
Need a pen?
We'll try and get a few words with Mr. Feldheimer as he goes into the prison. His bail has been set at $700. Let's get over here, son. Let's get over here.
Get that prisoner out of here.
How does it feel to be going to prison, Mr. F?
Just like home. We got to fingerprint you.
It's just like home. Just like home. Let's follow him in and see him go into the actual cell. Let's get some pictures of this stuff here.
Fingerprints and all?
Fingerprints and all.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm innocent.
As he pleads his innocence, he's going to be fingerprinted.
Right hand, sir.
Don't get dirty. Oh, that's how you do it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You know what you're doing, huh?
Yeah. Your hands are pretty soft. You're going to be making a lot of license plates.
Oh, yeah? Well, I can do that. No rock piles, though.
Rock piles.
No, I'm not good at that.
Yeah. Chain gangs.
No, I'm not very good at that.
We have it all.
There I am.
Let's go.
Hi, Jerry.
Good luck, Mr. F.
You can help me out?
Yes, sure will.
We'll go to the real one.
And they're taking him to the prison.
Right here. All the comforts are home.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
Get the door open. I get caught in focus. Just sit right here. Real nice. Real good. Right? Don't close the door. I don't like it in here. No.
You do the crime, you got to do the time.
There you have it. We'll be back in a little while to see the outcomes of the jail and bail.
And I'm here with Ken Swift and Alan Early. Alan is the Central Mass Chapter Commander of the Korean War Veterans Association. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. What is the message that you'd like to send to the people of Shrewsbury?
Well, as everybody knows, the Korean War is considered the forgotten war.
right? And we want to make sure that the Korean War is not forgotten, and in our posterity basically would like to send a message that, there was a reason that all of us fought in this war to make it safe for democracy in the whole world. And of course we want to remember some of the people that paid the supreme sacrifice. One happens to be Lloyd Evan Hill, who was killed in Korea. He was a resident of Shrewsbury at that time when he was called into the Marine Corps. Okay, and of course with us is our commander of our post, our chapter, Alan Early.
What would you like to say to the people of Shrewsbury about your association?
Well, we again would like to just perpetuate the remembrance of the Korean War veterans, and it's been amazing to me that during the day today we have had some young people come by who know little or nothing about it. And our idea is to, like I say, perpetuate so that it's handed down to our children, our grandchildren, and their children. Right now, like I say, it has been, I should say, a forgotten war. And by virtue of, like I say, handing this down, we intend to erase that kind of a connotation. So that, like I say, in years to come, like I say, with our monuments and things of the that have been of the past, that we will not be forgotten.
Do you feel that the children today that know little or nothing about this war have something that they can learn more than just remembering the people that deserve to be remembered? But do you think they have a lesson to learn from war?
We have currently initiated a Tell-America program through the association, and we're going to be visiting some of the schools and telling our story. So here's a message to any of the teachers that want us to join their class, or they want some representative to come to their schools. Get in touch with us. Okay?
Thank you. Oh, yes, Alan.
I was just going to say that publications have now, whereas before there were none, and that is what started this whole organization. When the founder of this company, this organization, his daughter couldn't find any literature whatsoever. Now we have quite a few books out on it, and that, like I say, will be a very, very big help for children who, when they do go to libraries and places like that, to, like I say, learn more about this organization.
Yeah, one last thing, because we're planning a Korean War memorial at Washington Square in Worcester. It's well along right now. We're doing the fundraising, and we plan to do the dedication in about 3 years. We've been talking to a lot of Korean War veterans and their families, and a lot of people are getting involved.
So if any of the teachers or if anybody that's interested in this organization would like to contact either of you or any member of the association, how would they get in contact with either of you or any from the organization?
Ken Swift in the phone book in Shrewsbury.
and anything from you, Alan?
Alan Early. I'm from Holden, and I'm in the phone book. If they want to call, I'd be happy to take their calls.
That's terrific. So hopefully you'll get some response, especially maybe from the teachers. It sounds like it would be really valuable to have any of you come in, either of you gentlemen or anybody from your organization, to speak about what actually happened.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I think we're going to be going to some more tape from interviews around the Common. So, I think Linda wants to see something first. Thank you again, gentlemen. Bill, okay, hold on, Linda.
Hi, you're going to have to hold that for me, Melanie.
Let me get behind you.
Okay, get behind me. I've got Danielle with me, and as you can see, I've been sort of shopping around here. Actually, my princess hat, someone told me I look like a princess. Don't you laugh, I love my hat.
I think it's adorable.
It matches my outfit, and this was done by Scott Jameson, and if you're interested in having a party and have him do stuff, his number is 838-2683, and this is Danielle. Danielle, can you hold up your balloon? Yep. Danielle, are you from Shrewsbury?
Worcester.
You're from Worcester and you came here? Oh, you're awesome, dude. Now look, you Shrewsbury residents are out there sitting on your duffs. She's from Worcester and she came here, so come on down. Thank you very much, Danielle. And so I've got a hot dog and a soda, and there's plenty of stuff to do. And
I like the face painting, Danielle.
We're going to cut somewhere else to some interviews. Are we doing that?
I think we are. But Danielle, did you choose your face painting yourself?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't use it. That's awesome.
Well, great. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Danielle. Appreciate that. being a princess.
We're here with the Korean War veterans, and we have a very unusual story to tell you. We're going to introduce first the lady whose son is at Marine Corps at Parris Island. You are?
My name is Pat Scarborough.
And your son is?
My son Ron Scarborough is a recruit at Parris Island, South Carolina.
Okay, and?
Yeah, my name is Kenneth Swift, and I had occasion to visit Parris Island 2 weeks ago with a group of ex-Marines down for a reunion.
Okay, and now for the punchline.
Okay. Amazing coincidence today. I'd taken some pictures, some photographs, when I was down Parris Island. And I happened to meet this young lady when she came over to the Korean War booth earlier this morning. And I was telling her that I was a Marine and her son, she said, was down at Parris Island. I said, take some pictures, come back and look at our pictures when you get a chance. So she was looking at my pictures. I had taken about 30 or 40 of them. Suddenly this picture popped up. And this picture is a photograph of her son's platoon. An amazing coincidence.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
He's due to graduate November 21st. I haven't seen him since August 25th. So this is like such a blessing to me to see these pictures.
Well, that's very great. And here's another unusual story here from the Commons in Shrewsbury, where we're here for the first annual Shrewsbury Festival. Back to you at the table now.
Okay, and just to let you know, hi, just to let you know, oh, that's okay. We're going to our next tape, and it's of the peer leadership, and this was actually shot by 2 intro students at ETS, and they are Nam Nguyen and John Flagg, so this is their first production, so please take a look. Peer leadership.
The last hamburger is sold.
Hey, come on down for a free hamburger. I mean, not free. It's $1.50 for a hamburger. Sorry about that.
On you.
Do you guys want to say anything before we leave?
Well, thanks a lot for asking about the peer leadership program. We appreciate the coverage that you're giving us. And in the meantime, anytime that the ETS program can promote the student activities, in particular the peer leadership program, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you for coming down here tonight as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, that's all from the SHS Tailgate Barbecue. This is John Flagg signing off.
Remember a little earlier in the program, I was with Chuck Catterett, ETS representative student, and we were talking about a lot of the events that happened last night. One of those events, of course, was the big football matchup between Shrewsbury High and Fitchburg, and this is a long-standing rivalry here in Shrewsbury and in Fitchburg, and we have a little bit of that football game to show you now. I'm sure you're going to be really enjoying the heck out of this one because Shrewsbury took it. It was a very exciting game. I've heard reports about it all day, so enjoy.
Shrewsbury up 33-21. Fitchburg to pass. He's got an open man. O'Connor intercepted it. What a play by O'Connor. Somebody got up to tip it. I don't know who it was. Somebody leaped up.
I hear by one of the coaches, Ryan Cooney got a piece of it. Yeah. It flipped up, almost intercepted by a Fitchburg player, and O'Connor just grabbed it.
Oh, man. It looked like Fitchburg had an open receiver. Cooney got off from out of nowhere to tip it just over the Fitchburg player's reach. O'Connor with a diving grab. Another huge play. Perhaps representative of the 97 Colonial football team. Shrewsbury takes over at its own 22-yard line. 4:42 to go. It doesn't get any better than this. Pitches to D'Amelia. D'Amelia breaking tackles. Fitchburg fighting for the ball, but D'Amelia hangs onto it nicely, and he's up to the 33 or so. D'Amelia is just so tough to bring down, and Fitchburg just has got to be suffering in the enthusiasm department after what has happened here.
Eric, I'd say the last 5 minutes of this game has been one of the best games I have seen all year.
How many games have you seen all year, Derek?
2.
Derek Brozai, master of the understatement. First down and 10. Shrewsbury Colonials. O'Connor yelling the signals. Fakes the pitch, and he's being chased, and busted play there for the Colonials. Big loss of about 13 yards.
3:45 left in the...
Hi, welcome back. That was last night's football game, and we'll be kicking back to that a little bit later. Did you get that, kicking back? I'm here right now with Dave Bagley from Bagdon. I was close. I got the first part. Dave, you're with a community advertiser, right?
Community advocate now.
Advocate.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that's really tough. You should have the AD, advertiser, advocate.
Well, it was kind of a natural transition for us. For many years, we were called the community advertiser. About 5 years ago, we made a transition into covering community news. Obviously, Shrewsbury's a real big part of that for us. And we just made the natural transition over to advocate, and that's really what we're trying to be for Shrewsbury and the surrounding towns.
So you guys have a booth here. What are you doing here?
Well, we were in contact with Sue DeLeo, and we wanted to see if there was a way that we could get involved, because we figured that this is going to be a real big event and a real good way to get visibility and get more people to sign up for our paper. As you know, our paper is...
Your paper's free.
It's a free publication, right? And we have just thousands upon thousands of people in Shrewsbury. We're one of the biggest circulations, if not the biggest, in the town. And
it's free. I'm really into the free thing.
Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, not a lot of publications like ours are free, but we are supported by our advertisers, and our mission is just to get out there and give the best news that we can back to the community.
Oh, that's really awesome. That's what Channel 57 does too. And I understand that you guys participated in a media day that we had at 57. Is that right?
Yes, right. There was a media day. Our editorial manager, Dave Nordman, came down, and the event was designed to find out how civic groups and the station itself could reach out to newspapers, local newspapers, and get their press releases published and get more of an identity in the community, and we can all kind of work together. So
I think that's great.
Yeah,
that's great. Now, if someone wanted to advertise in your community advocate, what number would they call?
They'd call 366-5500. Our home offices are in Westboro. I'm a Shrewsbury native myself, and I feel real connected to Shrewsbury, but certainly they can give us a call and we'll take care of them.
So you're running into a lot of old friends here?
As a matter of fact, yeah, a couple dozen at this point.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it awesome? It's better than a high school or college reunion.
Yeah, I really look forward to next year's event, because I think that this one just started swelling out of control, and it's going to be huge.
The karate demonstration is going to start in about 5 minutes.
Well, there you go. There's a karate demonstration in 5 minutes. And I think I see Sue DeLeo over there. Sue? Sue is part of the founding committee for the Spirit of Shrewsbury. I think you were in the process of interviewing her. And come on down. Hi. Nope. Come here, Sue. And Sue, and who's this with you? This is someone I haven't met.
Oh, this is Joyce Peralt, the other co-chair.
Oh, Joyce, nice to meet you. So, whose idea was the Spirit of Shrewsbury?
Talk to Joyce.
Okay. Well, the Alumni Association was going to do a homecoming, but this...
Well, they are doing a homecoming, right?
Doing a homecoming, but a homecoming is just a small part of this. And it developed, and a committee decided that they really wanted something that would involve the whole community and not just part of the community.
Well, this has sort of exceeded everyone's expectations.
Oh, definitely. This has been unbelievable. I think the town was ready for something like this, and I'm really glad that we pulled it all together, all the civic groups and the churches that got involved, and SPAC, and all kinds of people got involved, and it's been really good.
This is great. So you were talking about making it to the tailgate party yesterday, did you?
No, I ended up at the community dinner.
Oh, there you go. But you're like me. It's always that food thing. Now, when did you guys start with this? When did you start planning this? Whoa, here we go. Spirit of Shrewsbury. There goes our fire trucks. That's our firemen working for us. There we go. Now, okay, back to the real thing. Joyce, when did this start?
It actually started a year ago when we had our very first committee meeting, but we've had monthly meetings, and many groups have joined in. There were probably 25 people who attended the meetings, and as you can see here today, that all the groups have their tables and have made, you know, this fall festival possible.
But how did you figure it out? I mean, the space and the people, and how did you assign people to where they were going to go? I mean, did it fall into place?
Actually, very well. Joyce's husband's an engineer, and he figured out all the spacing and all that up here, so it's worked out really well.
Oh, that's really great. That's really great. And what are some of the activities tonight? Doesn't the Alumni Association have something going on tonight?
No, actually, the Alumni Association doesn't have anything tonight. Is that right?
Isn't there a
concert? Well, there is a reunion. There was a reunion last night. Yes, that's at Indian Meadows. But there is a concert tonight, and that's at Floral Street School. We have a folk singer, Warren Rasmussen. A trio will be at Floral Street.
Now, that's going to benefit who?
That will benefit the Habitat for Humanity, and it's part of Shrewsbury Community Services will also benefit from that concert.
Oh, that's really awesome. And Habitat for Humanity, I didn't even know they had a chapter in Shrewsbury.
Well, that's who it's going to benefit. They're not the ones sponsoring it. It's the Christian Outreach that is going to sponsor the event tonight. I think the Shrewsbury Congregational Church is the outreach program.
Right here on the Common.
Right.
Yeah.
And the cost of that is $7. It's at Floral Street tonight. We really hope everybody gets out and supports that program. It's going to be really wonderful.
Now, I have a question. The bricks at the Floral Street School, what do the bricks cost?
Actually, I don't know. I need to find out myself.
I know that.
You know that? Good. See, this is good.
I think between the two of us, we have most of the answers.
Yeah.
The cost is $40, and you will have your name engraved on the brick, and it will be placed in the walkway. The other thing, too, that's happening this afternoon is the dedication of the town hall to Mr. Carney at 3 o'clock.
Oh, right.
And we're very excited about that.
Well, it's almost 1 now, so you've got a couple of hours to get off your couch and get down to the town hall. Oh, this is really great. So you guys are going to do it again next? This is the first annual, right?
First annual, definitely a second one next year.
And you guys are going to be involved next year?
We're considering it at this point.
It's been a lot of fun. We've met a lot of people that we probably wouldn't have met otherwise, you know, from the community. Even though Joyce and I have grown up here, it's been very exciting to meet all the different people that, like I said, we wouldn't have met otherwise.
Yeah, me?
Yeah, and you, Linda Turner. We met Linda Turner. Also,
now she can't get rid of me.
Yeah, she calls me every day. Tomorrow too, we have the pancake breakfast and the cow chip contest, and there's more tables that will be set up at the high school, starting I think at 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, what are some of the tables that are going to be up there tomorrow?
Well, I know DARE is going to have a table. The drug abuse
resistance
education, I think. And the Little League will be having a table. The senior citizens will also be sponsoring a table with mittens and hats for sale and some other Shrewsbury goods. The Alumni Association is having a pumpkin contest. Joyce will tell you about that.
Yeah. What is that? I mean, is this a pumpkin painting contest, a carving contest, and is it just for kids or big kids too?
It's actually for groups or some of the organizations. It's not for individuals. And we were really hoping to get a little competition between the town departments. I'm not sure. We have, I guess, about 16 or 17 entries. So we'll have to take a look at them tomorrow, and then there'll be the grand pumpkin or I guess alumni award, and
the pumpkin poobah.
So we'll have to see what they're like. They'll show up. They'll arrive tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and they'll be on display. Next, there will also be a wood carving exhibit by Bill Peralt, who's my father-in-law, and it's something he's done as a hobby, and we decided it was time to display some of his lovely work.
What kind of things does he carve?
He does a lot of ducks. He's also traveled extensively through Europe, so he's done some carvings of different places that he's traveled to. So it's a very interesting display.
Oh, that's great. Well, listen, thanks a lot. You guys have done a great job. Oh, go, sure, please.
First of all, it's not just us. It's a whole big committee that has gotten involved.
There is no me. It's only
and there's no I in team. Also, today at 2 o'clock there is tours at Flower Street, and Emil Grilli, the well-known sculptor, will have many of his artworks on display. And then also tomorrow they will be on display at Flower Street.
Now, where in the school? Are they like in the school lobby outside?
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
So we're very excited about that, too.
And we're supposed to have some nice weather for tomorrow, too. Maybe a little more sun than today. But really, this isn't bad. What do you think?
This isn't bad,
We're still waiting for it to break.
Well, you know, I think it's nice weather. I think I can handle this as long as you've got a Shrewsbury sweatshirt on, you know.
One other thing.
Here we go.
At 2 o'clock, too, at Flower Street School, there is the Animal Tales by Bill Shantz, a program for younger children. So kids should get out and see that. I think I covered it all, right?
Yeah, well, you ought to know it like back and forward. Right. So I don't know, Bill. Are we ready to go to some other shots here?
Back to the peer leaders.
Oh, come here, Bill Nate. Come here, Bill Nate. Oh, you know, thank you, camera guy. Anyway, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're getting a tape ready for some other footage here so you can see what's been going on. We can't be live everywhere. So what we've actually done is we sent around a few people to different locations in town, and they've interviewed some of the people that are running their different activities. I know I'm a princess, but I think my crown is starting to give me a headache here. Anyway, some of the footage that you're going to see soon has to do with the different activities that we can't be there live for. Now we're ready to go to one of those off-site shoots. Here we go.
Mr. Marchand and Mr. Nugent at the Shrewsbury High School tailgate barbecue. How are you today?
Pretty good, thank you. Pretty good.
Very well, thank you.
So what's this Peer Leadership Club all about?
Thanks for asking. The Peer Leadership Club is a group of somewhere around 17 students here at Shrewsbury High School that are getting involved in a lot of spirit activities here at the high school. We also have a welcome committee for new students. And we're looking forward to helping all the other projects going on in the school as well. So tonight, even though it's raining out, we came down here for homecoming to show our support to the football program and to try to bring some additional support with some of the student body here at the school and hope that they will defeat Fitchburg, which would be a great victory.
Thank you. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Nugent?
Just the peer leadership program. This is our third year now. We have a great bunch of, like Mr. Marchand said, about 17 seniors who have worked hard for 3 years now. And I don't know if you want to pan. Can you pan over real quick? Show them working. Okay. We have more coming. A lot of the kids are working, so they leave here and they go to work and they get out early and they come back here. So they're really dedicated kids, and we should have a fun time tonight. We just hope that the weather cooperates and that Shrewsbury High has a fantastic football game.
What are some of the duties of a peer leadership member?
The peer leadership member, well, first of all, they have to be willing to give some time back to the school. And that's a very difficult thing. We know that many of the students here, especially the upperclassmen, are playing sports. They're involved in some part-time employment. They have a lot of homework they have to do and family obligations as well. And so one of the commitments they have to make is to be available here for the school for projects like this. So we ask a lot of them, and it takes a special kid to be able to come back to the school, especially in a night like this where it's raining out, and give a little back to the community. So we're very grateful to them for doing that.
Would you like to say something?
Absolutely. Yeah, these kids also, they've gone through a lot of training, and more specifically this year, they have to make a commitment of coming to weekly meetings. So the least that they have to do is meet with us once a week, amongst the other programs they do.
What are some of the activities other than the tailgate barbecue that you participate in as a peer leadership member?
Well, one of the things that we're going to be doing is doing some peer education in the classroom as well. And a lot of the kids have shown an interest in getting involved in things like mediation. And we did have a peer mediation program here that we hope will be an active program again this year. And several of the students on our team also get involved in the mediation. But for the most part, it's the school camaraderie, the positive role models that they portray not only to the members of their class but to the younger citizens of the high school community and also the middle school as well. And so we look forward to just a leadership role.
Do you want to say some stuff? Some things?
You covered it.
All right. So Did a lot of people attend the barbecue today?
Well, last year, we were very surprised. We did it for the very first time. We collaborated with the cheerleaders and some of the members of the Dream Team to help out. It was the second weekend in October that actually happened. And we ended up profiting almost $500 last year, about $460 or so profit after paying for all the expenses, and we served a lot of food. This evening, unfortunately, because of the rain, it's going to hold things back a little bit, but we're hoping that by the time the game starts, we'll be pumping out the hamburgers off the grill.
How late are you going to be open tonight for this barbecue?
Well, initially we were going to stay open until the kickoff, but it looks like we might even go on through the first half as well.
So as the last hamburger is sold.
Hey, come on down for a free hamburger. I mean, not free. It's $1.50 for a hamburger. Sorry about that.
On you.
Do you guys want to say anything before we leave?
Well, thanks a lot for asking about the peer leadership program. We appreciate the coverage that you're giving us. And in the meantime, anytime that the ETS program can promote the student activities, in particular the peer leadership program, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you for coming down here tonight as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, that's all from the SHS Tailgate Barbecue. This is John Flagg signing off.
Thank you, guys.
Well, I did that well. Getting into this bucket was just unbelievable. The guys were all having a great time watching here. Ever wondered what Shrewsbury would look like from up high? So did I, and so I decided to get into a bucket and find out. Who am I with?
Bill.
Bill! Here we go. Bye! Bill, do you do this like all the time?
Nope. First time.
Tom Josie is down there saying, okay, give us the real scoop. Oh, this is unbelievable. Oh my God, this is great. Anybody that has the chance to come and take a ride in the bucket, do it. Oh my gosh. I can't get over this. And a nice smooth ride it is.
Yeah, it is, so far.
So far. Why? What happens?
It can change.
Oh, thanks a lot. You could have told me that before I made my graceful entrance into the bucket. Look at this. This is absolutely breathtaking up here. Now, what would we use this for? This bucket is for fixing wire, or?
Yeah, a little bit of that. A little bit of, naturally, what do you call this here now? Entertainment?
Are they giving me a real, run here? Because, oh my gosh. Oh! This is incredible. Well, Shrewsbury, you certainly look beautiful from up here. I feel like I'm about 5 years old. They have been having kids here all day lined up. Actually, I think kids and probably some kids my age too that have been getting this wonderful ride. This is just a terrific thing that the Shrewsbury Electric Department does. And they do this not only at an event like this, they also do it when they have their cable day. So the next time they have this happened. By all means, come and get in the bucket, take a ride. Wow. Oh no, it's over. Maybe I'll get another one. Hey, Bill. Sure. We're going to be going to tape now that Joe Drummond is, actually I think he's alive out in the rest of the common. And maybe while he's doing that, I might persuade Bill to take me up again. This has been just a bucket full of fun.
That's what we're here in the Commons, and to our right here is you are.
I'm Lori Lindberg. I'm co-president with Carla Benamo, who's right over here, of the Shrewsbury League of Women Voters.
Mm-hmm. And you're doing voter registration this morning?
Yeah, which is very simple now because of the new voter registration law. You have to fill out a form and lots of people are just taking them, but we have a high rate of residents that are already registered, so there really aren't too many people that are not registered.
Right, you were mentioning earlier it's about 90% of all the available population is registered to vote.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. Let's move over here and see what else we got cooking here. Looks pretty tasty. And you are?
I'm Paula Bonamo, the co-president with Laurie of the League. And we have Shrewsbury cakes for sale. This is an old English recipe from Shrewsbury, England that was brought over with the colonists to Williamsburg, Virginia. And 2 summers ago when my family was on vacation down in Williamsburg, we were walking along on a very hot summer day, and next to the Parliament building in Williamsburg was a sign, Shrewsbury cakes, and of course we were attracted to that sign and we bought them, and we have the recipe here, and all the League members today bake these cookies. We have them for sale along with lemonade today.
Well, that's pretty interesting. The original recipe now, as far as you know?
Yes, it is. It was sold in Williamsburg in the 18th century at the Raleigh Tavern. So the colonists brought the recipe with them from Shrewsbury, England.
Well, that's pretty amazing. Well, thank you very much.
Have some.
Okay, we will. Thank you very much. And Joe Drummond from the Commons here for TV 57. See you back in the studio. '57, and welcome.
Hi, I'm back again at the Commons, Spirit of Shrewsbury, and I'm here with the Girl Scouts. And let's see, this is Liz and Julie and Colleen. Hi. 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 Actually, we're here because they're doing something real different. They're collecting books, and it's called a treasure bag of books, and it's a special project that they're doing. They've got Julie and Colleen have a couple of the bags here. Did you guys make these yourself?
Yeah, they're homemade. We just bought some fabric and we sewed them up and stuff.
And tell me what you're going to do with this once how many books are you going to put in there first off?
Well, it depends on how many books we get donated, but we're hoping for at least 2 in each bag.
Right, and what are you going to do with them, Colleen?
Well, we're donating them to local shelters so children who don't have things can have books and things of their own.
And Liz, do you know what shelters you're going to be donating them to?
I think Abby's house, and the other one was
Daybreak.
Okay. This is really great. You also have some bookmarks here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you giving out the bookmarks when someone buys a book?
We're basically just handing them out today to let people know about our project and where they can drop books off, which is at the Shrewsbury Library.
Oh, that's great. Now, if someone had some questions about this, is there a phone number they could call or someone they could ask about this?
Well, if they have any questions, we're here today, and for the people that were asking to help us donate and everything, we gave numbers and stuff like that, too.
Okay, great. Now, what troop is this? Colleen?
Cadet Troop 1331.
You're in Shrewsbury, but you guys are doing something else. Just in case anybody there has noticed anything different about my manner here, I'm a little more decorated. I've left my tiara aside because...
we're also doing face painting.
And that's great. And you're collecting donations for that?
Yeah.
Right? And what are you going to do with the donations?
We're just putting it towards our troop fund for the face painting.
Oh, that's really great. How long have you been doing the book thing?
We just started this from about the middle of the summer, maybe.
That's great. Now, do people donate money or do they donate books?
Preferably books. But if they want to make a donation of money, that'd be fine too.
And then you can pick up books? This is really great. This is a good... Whose idea was this, Colleen?
It was kind of all of ours, but it was mainly Liz's idea.
Ah, your idea. Good. What made you think of something like this?
I don't know. Well, I know that a lot of kids in shelters, they don't really have anything to own, so I figured, well, they don't have anything to own, books would be a great thing for them to have.
That's really good. You guys know what I do in my spare time?
Read.
No, read. Besides reading, I work for Advise. That's a domestic violence task force here in town, and we support women and children who maybe have to leave their homes and go somewhere else. And so I think this is really an awesome thing that you do. And maybe you could come to one of our meetings and talk to some of our members about what you do, because I think this is something we definitely like to support and get involved in. This is a community effort that we're all looking for. And once again, we're on the Common here in Shrewsbury. Thank Thanks a lot, girls. We've got the Girl Scouts here. You just saw Melanie up in that bucket, that brave, brave woman. I don't think I could ever do that. And, you know, again, if you're sitting at home, you're in the wrong place to be because it's all happening here. You can come down and get your face painted. You could be gorgeous. You could wear a tiara. You could have a hat. And now can we go to a tape? Are we going to a tape? What are we going to do? Oh, we're going to Joe Drummond. And here we go. You're missing it if you're home.
First annual Spirit of Shrewsbury Festival. And with me is Stephen Lyons from the Shrewsbury Lions Club. Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming by today.
What we're interested in, of course, is the eyeglass collection that people turn in the eyeglasses. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Sure. This is a program that the Lions Club does internationally. We collect old glasses from folks that don't need them anymore, their prescriptions wear out and whatnot. And what we do with them is we send them off to our international club, and from there they recondition the glasses and send them off to third world countries and countries that can't afford eyeglass programs like we have in the United States. In many situations we do the same in the United States for those people or those groups that ask that we provide glasses to them.
Well, let's see, have you had a lot turned in today, Steve?
Well, we have a bunch so far.
Holy mackerel. Quite a collection, I dare say. You're looking for what, Stephen?
Well, we're hoping to get many more. We know there's a lot more glasses out there in the town of Shrewsbury, and we're hoping folks will stop by. Anytime you want to stop, and anytime, not just today, stop, and if you know any of the Lions Club members, turn them in, or any of the prescription eyeglass places in town. We have a lot of agreements with the folks in town, so just try and find someone and turn them in, and it'll be a good thing for us.
Well, as you said, there are probably many of us, myself included, have a couple of pair and they're stuffed in the bureau drawer somewhere, so let's dig them out and bring them down if you can. They'll really appreciate it. And from the comments, Joe Drummond for TV 57.
Hi, welcome to the Spirit of Shrewsbury 1998. This is a gorgeous day. It's Saturday, the 26th of September, and it's exciting. Not only have we had a moose loose in town today, and everybody's been searching for him, and I heard we chased him out of town. He's heading out 290, but I'm about to have my favorite thing done. I'm going to have my face painted, and I have with me Callie and Julie from the Girl Scouts, and actually, you guys might remember at least Julie from last year, because last year you girls collected
books.
Go ahead, Callie, paint my face while we're doing this.
I collected books for different shelters around the area, and we donated them to them.
And how many books did you collect?
Over 1,000 books.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many shelters did you donate them to?
4 different shelters.
Did you take them there yourselves?
Yep.
How did it feel?
It felt good. It felt like we were helping them out a lot. They were very grateful.
Okay. So this year you're painting faces, right?
Right, and serving hot dogs.
And serving hot dogs. I had one of those hot dogs. They were very good.
Yep.
And you're raising money this year for?
Just different activities we do during the year. No specific thing yet.
Yeah. But it's a good thing. How long have you been a Girl Scout?
This is my 10th year.
Wow, 10 years. How old are you?
14.
You're tall. You've been a Girl Scout since you were 4?
5.
5?
15.
15.
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. How about you, Callie? How long have you been a Girl Scout?
This is my 8th year.
Wow. And how old are you?
I'm 13.
Great, great. Well, it looks like everybody's having fun here, you know?
Yeah.
How's my heart look? Does
Good.
it look good? How does my heart look? This is really cool. So it's nice to see you guys again this year. And as we sit here, and the day is gorgeous, a variety of people are going to come over and talk to us about what they do in town. And I think I might try and grab some people here and there. Last year, we had this big thing with a bucket in it, and I don't know if any of you remember last year, Melanie went up in there, and I just want to say for the record that I'm not going to go up in there. Although I think if I were a little kid, that would be a great thing. But did you guys go up in the bucket?
No, not yet.
No? No? Are you going to go?
Maybe.
Yeah? That's cool. That's cool. I'll have to try and get you on camera when you do that. So thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thanks, girls. Thanks for the heart. Thanks for the heart. So this is the second year that Shrewsbury has put on a Spirit Day. And I was down earlier at the 5K road race, and it was absolutely incredible. You could just see everybody revving up to get out there and run the race, and some of the people are Shrewsbury residents now. One young woman that won the pardon for the blockage there. One young woman that won the first female winner in the race actually won it last year. She is not a Shrewsbury resident, but she grew up here, and she came back specifically to participate in the running of town. Oh, come here. Okay, we also had New England Karate Academy here. Come on, tell me what you guys were doing.
We were putting on a demo.
Okay, and how long have you been doing karate?
3.5 years.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Why?
Because it makes me more athletic. It makes me more fit. And it shows me
mentally?
Yeah, it shows me some self-discipline.
Good. What's your name?
Adam.
You from Shrewsbury?
No.
No, you're not?
From Worcester.
From Worcester, but that's okay. You can come to our Spirit Day anyway. So what is this brown thing? Is this a brown belt?
It's a brown belt.
And that means?
It's 2 from black. Black's the highest.
That's pretty scary. You could, kill me with that?
I would, but I don't want to.
Thank you, Adam. I really appreciate that.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks. So there are a lot of things going on here. You can come up. You can stop and talk to all these groups. Hi. And we've got some people passing through. There are a lot of people that think it's a grand thing just to come up here and wander around. We're up here on the common, and all along the pathway are tables that are set up for different community groups. One of the things, if you're new in town, or maybe you've lived here for a while and you never really get out and do anything, is to maybe take a trip up here. We'll be here until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Come on up and wander around, talk to some people. You might find an organization or an activity that you might be interested in joining and participating. There's something for everyone. Whether it's just, getting your face painted and raising money to help the Girl Scouts do their thing, or whether it's talking to the people that are raising money for a Korean War memorial, Veterans Memorial, which is really important. Or you might just want to come up and go up in that bucket that Melanie did last year. So, hey, Miss DeLeo, come on over here. No, now. This is one of the co-coordinators of this event. This is one of my absolute favorite people in the whole world.
How are you?
Hi, Sue DeLeo.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? Good job, Sue.
Well,
Good
it's
job.
a massive effort. There's tons of people involved.
No kidding.
As you can see.
Yeah, well, I saw the picture in the paper. There were half of you, and they had one of the long landscape pictures, 26, but you've had over 50 or 60 people working to put this together.
And we were probably missing 20 people in that picture.
Yeah, that's what they said. It was half of them. Yeah, I saw your husband down at the road race. And and he said he thinks he remembers what you look like.
Yeah, after this weekend he'll get to know me again.
Yeah.
Hey, come right by.
So you, I know people are getting on camera whether they know it or not. So I keep reading that this was your brainstorm. Was this your brainstorm? No, a spirit thing.
Not at all.
Not
at all. Actually, what happened, it depends on who you ask. But my co-chair, Joyce Peralt.
You're going to blame it on Joyce, and Joyce is going to blame it on you?
No, Joyce Peralt and the Alumni Association from the high school, got together and decided that they'd like to expand upon homecoming. And then they decided...
Last night, the homecoming game.
Right.
Did we win?
No, unfortunately.
I'm sorry. I should know that thing.
Then they decided to... Again.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. We're all here.
Then they decided to send out information, letters to see if anybody else would be interested in expanding homecoming from the high school. And so they sent out to a number of civic groups and churches. And then we had a meeting at
I love it.
Can we
I love
move forward?
it. No, it's okay.
Then we had a meeting at the Donahue Industries building, and I was sent as a representative from the high school. I have Kenny Largess and Dan Gudikants, the principal, to thank for sending me to that meeting. At the end of the meeting, there seemed to be a lot of interest in proceeding ahead with a. At that point, we thought maybe just a day. And
you're going on camera. You're live. Welcome to the spirit of Shrewsbury.
Wave, everybody wave.
Thanks.
So at the end of that, now this is where it comes down to who you ask. I tell the story that Joyce Peralt said that she would be willing. She was president of the Alumni Association at the time and was chairing that meeting. And Joyce said that she would be willing to chair a weekend or a day to get something going. And I was standing up there writing down everybody's ideas, and Joyce said that she would share it if I would share it with her. So that's how I'm here. Now, if you ask her...
out of the frying pan into the fire?
Well, if you ask her, I think she has a little different version, but I do know it came out of the Alumni Association, not the Boosters, but the Alumni Association. And look at it now. From that group.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I know we keep chuckling here because as we're live here on the Common in Shrewsbury on Saturday, September 26th.
Oh, okay.
They hear me. Don't worry. As my daughter would say, everybody hears you, Mom. As we're live here on the Common, we're chuckling because people are just sort of walking by in front of the camera. But in reality, this is a good thing because it says that more and more people are coming out. And this is only the second year.
Right.
This is outstanding. So tell me who got the idea of the parade and the floats.
Actually, it was kind of the whole committee talked about how we wanted to expand from last year. And we definitely knew we wanted to get more groups involved, although we had a tremendous amount of support last year. And we were very grateful that groups like the Rotary Club and the Democrats and Republicans all got behind us right away. And
well, it does help that this is an election year.
Well, no, but this was last year.
Yeah, I know.
The Rotary, too, when they moved their pancake breakfast to our weekend, we were very thrilled because that was a real good thing, for us. And then this year we've really expanded as far as whose idea it was for the parade. I think it just came out of the committee, but we do have wonderful people chairing the parade. We have Manny Simonian, who is also a graduate of Shrewsbury High, and Arthur Dobson, and Judy and Fran Polito
are helping. There was a lot of excitement about the float thing because I'm a member of Advise, which for those of you who don't know is Against Domestic Violence and Shrewsbury Education Project, and we meet every Saturday, or the fourth Wednesday of every month at the Episcopal Church on Main Street, 7 o'clock. And we talked about having a float, and we were all excited about trying to figure out what was going to be the best thing, for us and what we could do. And it was like you could. I felt like we were going to be in the Rose Bowl parade,
Well, I'm not sure we're at the Rose Bowl parade category yet, but hopefully
I think
we
for
will
the
get
size
there.
of the town that we have, and the
it's going to be great. It's
and
going
this
to be great.
isn't tied to anything national, but maybe we could get national coverage here. I think this is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it really is great. We also added a craft fair this year that's being run by Sally DeLeo, my sister-in-law, and Penny Moore, who's also a secretary at the guidance department at the high school. And they're doing a fabulous job. That's being run down at Patton School from 9 to 3, so try and get down there too. Also, our Grand Marshals, Jim and Babs Donahue, have done so much for the community.
I've heard that. Donahue Rowing Center. My daughter started rowing this year.
That's great. That's
great. She did this summer, but it's great.
It's an excellent
jealous.
sport,
I'm
and
jealous.
the Donahues have done a fabulous job for many, many years in this town. They were a very, very good choice from the committee to be our Grand Marshals. We're very excited about them.
So they're going to head the parade?
Not exactly head. They are in it. They're in an antique car, and they both have dressed up a little bit. Yeah,
like dressed up as in an antique period
some sort
dress?
of costumes. I'm not quite sure. I heard Babs has a hat and Jim has a hat. But we're very excited about them being Grand Marshals, and as I said, we're also excited about the addition of the parade and the craft fair.
Great.
We have a wonderful turnout up here. Hopefully the town will get up. More people get up here and see what's going on.
And when are you going to start planning next year's? Because I know you're not stopping. I know you're not stopping.
We are looking for more help, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, we're having an evaluation meeting in a couple of weeks, and then we take a couple of months off to do the holidays, and then we start up again in January.
What could you top this with? I mean, when you added the parade this year and the floats, all I could think of, that's great. I don't know what you could add to this whole day, this whole festivity that would top it.
Well, that's what's so special about this thing. Anybody comes to our meeting and says, we'd like to take part. We ask, how do you see yourself fitting in? And they say, well, we would like to do this. And we're like, oh, okay, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And that's what's really great about us. No idea is
that's okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
No idea. Here, what, you guys want to come on and get on camera with us?
Come on, John.
You're on TV.
Yeah, yep.
Reluctant.
Yep.
I don't know. Whatever anybody has for ideas. One thing we are talking is possibly moving to the park, and I would like to see a lot more entertainment. I'd like to see more bands.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the thing is, at least up here you have shade, which is nice. You know?
Well, we have shade down there too. Some people, you know, want to stay at the Common because they think it really adds to the center of the town. We are open to any ideas.
Everywhere.
Yeah?
You know, I like that it's everywhere, and I like the shuttle idea. Whose idea was the shuttle?
That was Joe Montecalvo and the Rotary, and Arthur
You keep
Dobson.
backing away from me here.
No,
okay, thanks.
everything's fine. Matter of fact, Joe Montecalvo and his group has done a fabulous job too.
Yeah.
There's actually too many people to thank. Sue Falzoy, though, has been absolutely outstanding on publicity. You know, I mean, you can see how many people are here, and I really attribute that to Sue.
I've seen a lot of people here that are not from town.
Oh, really?
That I've talked to. Yeah. People that belong to groups here that don't live in town.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the Knights of Columbus or the karate demonstration.
Yeah.
Not everybody is from town, but people come up to participate because it's a good thing to do.
Right, and of course, anybody that does go participate in the KSC road race, you know, certainly comes up here too. And I think the crafters have joined us, and that's really great.
Great.
You know?
Now I have a job for you, Sue.
What?
You know, I'd like you to go find a couple of representatives from some groups and have them come on over here and tell me what they do, because this is the one opportunity we have where we're live, where somebody can express themselves in a sort of a mumbling manner, just like I do, and this is a way to pitch and say, we have a really good thing here, come and join us. And by the way, do you like my heart?
That's beautiful.
I know, I like it very much.
If I can also thank the police and the fire department and the electric light department, and
we're going to get some balloons
the
here.
Parks department.
Behind me, thank you.
So many of the groups in town, the town workers and stuff have come out and are really supporting us, and everybody's doing a great job, so thank you.
Yeah, you know what I have to say to people out there, that if they're watching at home, they're in the wrong place.
Right.
You know, they're in the wrong place.
Well,
look at what's on the side of his face.
Neat. Let me go find some people for you.
Thank you very much. Hi. Can you come over here and let me see your frog on your face? Come here, let me see. Is that a kite? Oh, that's a kite. That's great. Look what I have. Here, turn around so you can see the camera. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan. And you're with Shrewsbury Youth Soccer. Did you play today?
Not yet, but I'm going to.
Great. Can we turn your head so everyone out there can see your kite? And look, I've got a heart and a kite. And if you're out there, you should be down here getting your face painted and doing all the things that need to be done, right?
Yeah.
How old are you, Ryan?
5.5.
5.5. Do you go to Beale? Are you in kindergarten?
Beale School.
Beale School. Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Mazer.
Do you like her? Is she pretty terrific?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing in school?
I like to play with beads.
You like to play with beads? I think that's incredible. Well, Ryan, thanks so much for joining us, and go have a good time. Go up in that big bucket for me, okay? Thanks.
Hi, Susan Leo sent me over.
And you are. Tell everybody who you are, since I probably should know and forget.
That's all right.
Yep, that's okay.
I'm Sue Ryle. I'm with the Worcester Art Museum.
Wonderful.
And this is part of our outreach program, which we're happy to become involved with within the communities.
Mm-hmm.
And I work for the Art of Discovery, which is the Lila Wallace Reader's Digest grant that the museum received 4 years ago, to increase the diversity in our audience of the museum. So we like to go out and find out what our neighbors want from us.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't ask for money or anything, so...
Just promote what you have.
Yes, and we've been received very well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, our grant has covered the restoration of the mosaics within the museum.
The one on the floor when you first come into the lobby, that is so gorgeous.
We have quite an extensive collection. In fact, we are have the largest mosaic collection in the United States.
Wow, I love them.
Good.
When I come in, last time I was there was some little kid that was trying to balance on the railing.
Oh.
And the guards weren't around. I'm like, excuse me, but Please don't do that. Because I had just this vision of this kid falling in and maybe breaking something.
Oh,
breaking
yes.
something.
Yes.
But thank you for coming by and talking
We've
to us.
enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.
Well, they're lining up here for us now. Come on.
Hi. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you're doing here?
My name is Fanny Mayanzo, and I'm representing the Shrewsbury Grange 101, and we have applications on our table for people that want to join. We'll probably take their name.
Tell me what the Grange is.
The
Since I'm going
Grange
to be naive
is
and not know.
it's a community thing now. One time was all farms.
Okay.
It's still related to patrons of husbandry, animals. We give animals to the farms in Africa, and then when they have the babies, they give them to another farm, stuff like that. And it's community service. So we're on our table, we have ceramics that are handmade, that are donated to us by Laura Ceramics, and we have, just as a sample of the dish towels, which I made.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And we have knitted goods, and we have all kinds of big stuff, and we're doing wonderful at our table. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day. God is with us today. So come on down and spend your money.
Yeah, and join in.
And join the Grange.
And possibly join in with the group that meets your needs. Thank you very much. Oh, and now I have... George
Washington and Martha.
Okay, George Washington and Martha.
That's right.
And you're Martha and you're George. Oh, sorry. I need to get new glasses.
You sure do.
You have done an incredible job with being marshals for this parade.
We're not marshals.
You're not the marshals?
No.
No? You're all in disguise?
That's Jim and Babs. I'm Howard and that's Mimi.
You're Howard and Mimi.
Right.
Well, when you came up in costume, and I haven't met Jim and Babs, I just made that assumption, and we all know what
this is
assume
the costume
means.
I had for the Knox Trail reenactment in 1976, so we figured we might as well wear it today.
Right, and yours is from?
It was
Same
his
thing?
wife's.
Okay.
And I'm wearing it today.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, you're part of what group that's represented here?
Congregational Church.
And you
We'll
have
be
your
wearing them
200
tomorrow.
You have your 275th anniversary coming up. Right.
We'll be wearing these costumes to church tomorrow.
You're going to wear them to church tomorrow? Won't
Yes.
it get a little warm?
I hope so, but not too warm.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming by. And you have cookbooks. Is this a cookbook?
Yes, I bought a couple for Christmas.
For cook, and we're selling them here.
Yeah.
They're selling for the Garden Club. That's another group that's here. That if you're interested in joining up, this would be a good time to come up and ask them about it. Looks like a nice cookbook.
Yeah, well, their members, put it together.
Is it an easy cookbook?
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
Oh, well, okay.
That's the kind I like, though.
Well, cooking is not my forte, as my daughter will tell you. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you can see we have an interesting cast of characters here, and I don't think there is a group or an organization in town that isn't represented here. I think if you're sitting at home watching this, you're making a big mistake in not coming out. Now, I would have to venture to say that we probably easily have, 1,000 people? Are you guys getting your faces painted? What do you think? You think we have 1,000 people on this common? Some of the kids here have their opinions too. But I'm totally amazed at the amount of work it must take to put something like this together. If you've ever been part of any group that organized any kind of a fundraiser, this is just outstanding, and it's so organized. There's no disorganization. Right now, what I want to do is we're going to cut to the road race this morning. So we're going to show you how it worked, and our new police chief kicking it off. It's a gorgeous day. Looks like a great day to run. If any of you out there have ever been runners, you're going to understand the excitement that's up here. I don't know how many people are here. It looks maybe like 50. This is Jerry Bernard, and he's from the Knights of Columbus, and he's the runner, the main runner, not the one that gets out there on his in his sneakers, but the one that put all this together. Hi, Jerry.
Hi. The only thing I run for is beer. After saying that, we do have we've got close to 50 pre-registered runners, and we should end up with about 130 to 150 runners. Last year we had 110 to 120. I think this year we're going to do a lot better. It's a beautiful day.
Will they all have numbers on them?
Oh yeah, there we go.
And what made you guys decide to do a 5K road race?
Well, when they started the Spirit of Shrewsbury last year, Sue DeLeo asked us if we'd participate, and we figured that this would be something good to try. We've never done it before, so it was an experience.
Now, are all the runners from Shrewsbury?
No, they're not. They're from also from surrounding towns. We'll take them from, I don't care if they come from overseas.
Cool, cool. You know, and looks like we have our illustrious chief of police that's going to be the
official starter.
Yeah, and maybe he'll come over here and tell us what that's like. I really saw him, and I thought maybe he was going to put a number on and run for us.
No, I doubt that. I think he's in worse shape than I am.
So Jerry, tell me for a second, the Knights of Columbus, what do you need to do to belong to the Knights of Columbus?
Well, the main thing is you have to be a Catholic gentleman, and it's really a good organization. We do a lot. Our special thing is the special needs program for the kids, the Special Olympics. We help with
team dances.
Oh, team dances. That's and the kids love them. I'll tell you, you ought to come down.
I wasn't allowed. My daughter's now in the high school, but maybe I will now. I'm allowed.
Great. Here's the chief right here.
Yeah.
He's super. He's at home right now.
Just in case you folks out there haven't realized it, this is our new illustrious, famous police chief, Wayne Sampson. Hi, Wayne.
How you doing?
How does it feel being the starter? And I know it's tough because I know how bad you wanted to run this race.
I don't think so. No, I'm not a runner, that's for sure.
But you could walk it. Some people are going to walk.
Is this live on TV right now?
No, it's not.
It's not, okay.
We're not going to edit anything out, though.
You're not going to edit anything out. That's okay.
So what are you going to do to lead them all around and make sure you stay?
We have a cruiser out front that's going to lead them out. I'm the official starter. I have a weapon here with blanks on it, and we're going to do the official firing.
Oh, cool. I like this. Now, where will they go? What's the route that the runners are going to take?
I have no idea.
Well, it's a good thing you're not going to follow along in front of them,
That's why I'm not the leader of the pack here.
Are you trying to tell me you don't have a sense of direction?
I have a sense of direction, but actually all the officers are out chasing a moose that we had to tranquilize about half an hour ago. So if we don't find it shortly, we may have to delay the start of the parade even.
Well, it's a good thing that we didn't know about this and this isn't live, because if you're telling us that all the officers are out chasing the moose, then this is prime opportunity for someone out there to be bad.
I asked if it was live because we're getting a lot of citizen reports right now about where the moose is going, and that's how we're following it around town.
Oh, that's really terrific. So you're going to be in the car, or you're just going to stand on the side and shoot your little blanks?
We're going to let them borrow our PA system in the cruiser, and I'm going to shoot the blanks off to get them started.
Oh, that's really terrific. Did you do this last year?
No.
Was that the other chief?
Chief McGinley did that last year.
Yeah. So you're really the new McGinley.
Well, I'm the new chief of police.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Wayne.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So, we're all gathered around. Let's see if I can get some word from some of the runners. Hi. You're stretching out?
Hi, how are you?
Just fine. Is this your first race here?
It is.
It is? You didn't run last year?
I did not.
Are you from town?
I am. I live on Mercury Drive.
Okay. And your name is?
Andrew Davidson.
Great. Have you been running for a long time?
I started running maybe 4 or 5 years ago with my wife, and I tried.
Is this your daughter?
It's my niece, Catherine.
Your niece, Catherine. Catherine, are you going to run? Whoa.
I'm sorry we're a little bit late starting the race. We were trying to get that car moved. And no one has come forward, and certainly they're not going to.
Thanks to some nice citizen that decided to double park their car here on the road at Dean Park, we're going to have to give all these runners a little bonus. They're going to get, I don't know, maybe 100 yards. You need everything you can get? Yeah. How many yards is that? About 100 yards? You guys get a break? Cool. That's great. So everybody's going to start a little sooner, and the organizers are just going with the flow, and they're making it work. And over here, are you running? Are you running and pushing? Hi. How are you? What's your name?
Megan.
Megan, what's your name? Shawnee, you guys are in your first, is this their first race?
This is their first race. We just got the jogging stroller this year, and they love it. Sean falls asleep after the first 10 minutes, so it's wonderful.
And you must be Tom Foley.
Right.
I'm Linda Turner. Nice to meet you.
Watching you on SPAC.
Oh, thank you very much. Do you like to watch me on TV? And now you're going to be on TV, too. What do you have to say to all your friends out there in Shrewsbury? You're just running? Yeah? What do you have to say, Megan? Oh, how about hi?
It's easy.
Yeah, all right. Well, go, and I wish you lots of luck. Sounds like we have a cheering squad behind us.
Good luck. Run.
There we go. On your mark. Get set. And Chief Sampson starts the race. And we even have some walkers, which is real good, too. And there they go. Off. And there goes Tom Foley with Megan and Shawnee and having fun. What number is that? You guys have better eyes than I do. What number? 11. And here we've got it. Number 11 coming in at 17:01. All right. Number 1. Now we've got to make 47. All right. At 17:18. Very good. Congratulations. Now your name?
Mike Short.
Hi, Mike. You live in town?
Yeah, I'm from Shrewsbury.
Yeah, and those were your kids?
My family over there, my wife Gretchen and my boys Chris and Colby.
Do your boys run with you sometimes?
They're trying to keep up with me, but not yet.
Yeah, you did great. One of the guys over there was saying he saw you right out front with fire in your eyes. Is that how you usually run a race?
Yeah, I try to run it right from the beginning, right from the front. Got some experience doing it that way. So.
Have you run marathons?
No marathons yet.
Oh,
middle distance.
That's really great. So you ran last year?
Yes.
Did you win last year?
I won it last year.
Ooh, they might start you at the back of the pack next year. What do you think?
It's a nice local community road race. It's a lot of fun.
We want to thank you for participating. You want to bring your kids over here? You want to come say hi? Hi.
The older one's a little bit shy.
Yeah, and which one are you?
This is Colby.
Colby, I'm shy too, okay?
Tom is Short.
Hi, Colby. Can you say hi?
I just want to go in the swing.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you got a wonderful family, and thanks for participating, because this is the spirit that Shrewsbury's all about.
We look forward to this every year. We really do.
It's a great race. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Day full of fun now.
All right, I think we've got someone else coming in. All right. All right. Here we go. It looks like number 46. I hate this, not being able to see the way I used to. All right, I got 46. How are you? Great. Congratulations. Number 3, and that was what, at 2011? 45 at 2012. All right. Good job. Good job. Here comes another. All right. 2022. I like this. 29? No, I'm going by the clock over here on the side. I'm going that. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Good race. Good race. Number 80. Good race. It's funny how in all races you always have a couple that have that fire in their eyes and come out at the beginning and finish first, and then you have the steady ones that finish. Anyway, so thanks a lot for watching. It was a great day, and why don't you start running now, and maybe you can do this next year. Thanks a lot. Yes, now this is, I know I said thank you very much and we're closing it up and all that kind of stuff, but I have the first woman here. Not like your name isn't Eve, is it?
Trouble these days.
Yeah, it could. It could. Your name is?
Peggy Holdash.
Hi, Peggy. Do you live in town?
I used to. I grew up here.
Oh, okay. So you came back to run because you've got that spirit?
The prestige, the media.
Yeah, you know, what else?
Spirit,
yeah.
Yep.
That's terrific. Did you run last year?
I did.
You're going to run next year?
Yes, I will.
Oh, cool.
Support the cause.
Absolutely. Yeah. Were you the first woman last year?
Yes, I was.
Wow, first. Hey, this is something. The first guy last year was first this year, first woman. You know, that could be really heavy to live up to.
Tell me about it. My shoulders are getting way down by the second.
Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, now we're really finished. We've got the first man and the first woman, and they're not named Adam and Eve. Thank you. Hi. Whoa, boy. Fire truck. I hope that's going to the parade. Parade is due to start in about a half an hour from the high school. It's going to come up Maple Ave, down Main Street, down to Dean Park. And I'm here with Leo Corzini. Is that how you pronounce your last name? And you're with?
With the Shrewsbury Lions and the Shrewsbury Democratic Town Committee.
Oh, so you're wearing two hats.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why I have no hat on.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that. You know, it's pretty sunny out here.
Yeah.
So tell me what you have to do to belong to the Lions Club, because one of the things about having all these tables and booths out here is to encourage people to participate in town activities, right? By joining
the Lions is an international organization, and their main thrust is to raise funds for eye research.
Okay.
They also get involved.
Oh, you're the ones that take the used eye glasses.
That's right.
And now tell us where we can drop off our used eye glasses.
You can drop off your used eyeglasses either at the Stipemobile, which is in the library parking lot, or at our booth where we're selling coffee and donuts.
Good. Is it Dunkin' Donuts coffee?
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Do you have any French vanilla over there?
No.
Sorry, I didn't have my coffee this morning. But let's just say somebody next week has glasses they want to drop off. Where would they? Can they drop them off at the library again?
No, they can call any member of the Lions, or we have drop-off stations, and one of them is Spring Street School.
Oh, so just drop them off on your way to work at Spring Street School, because they're open early in the morning.
That's right.
Oh, that would be a good thing. Now, when you get these glasses, what do you do with them?
Well, they're sent to the nations who really are deprived as far as eye care is concerned. And what they do is they refurbish them here in this country, and they send them overseas to these poor countries, and they just
well, some people are glad to have what we think isn't good anymore, you know.
And they have donated services in these countries for periods of time where they can adapt these glasses to the individuals who see. Some of them see clear for the first time in their lives.
Leo, thanks a lot. You guys do a great job.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you very much. So now I think I have someone from wherever it is that I can't remember, because I'm really not. And you're with?
Hi.
Your name is?
I'm Marty Petro. I'm with the Welcome Wagon of Shrewsbury. I'm the coordinator of our service committee this year.
I should have known the Welcome Wagon, you know. That's really easy, but go, yeah.
Well, I just wanted to let everyone know, although most people think of Welcome Wagon as a social organization, we do a lot of work with charities in the Shrewsbury area.
Well, you've donated money to Advise?
We've donated money to Advise, to St. Anne's, to Abby's House in Worcester.
Well, you've donated money to the Ecumenical Council, which operates the food pantry and the thrift shop at St. Anne's.
Exactly.
Yep.
Last year, we raised almost $4,000 for charities in the Shrewsbury area.
I think that's outstanding. How do you raise the money?
Well, each month we have a 50-50 raffle at our meetings, and of course that money goes to charity. And then we have two big fundraisers a year. We have a brown bag raffle in January, and all the proceeds from that go to charity. And we have a tag sale in April or May each year, and all the proceeds of that go to area charities too. And then Service Committee plans a smaller project each month. For example, in September we donated items to Abby's House for their wish list. In October,
that's a great idea. I mean, you know, you're out there shopping for yourself. It doesn't take much to buy one other little item.
Exactly.
Just buy two. Two for the
an
price
extra
of
roll
one.
of paper towels or extra can of spaghetti sauce.
You know, and donate it.
It's really appreciated. Yeah, exactly. So I did want to get the word out. We're a wonderful social organization for new people in the area.
So if someone wanted to join up with you and they couldn't get here today, they'd call what number?
Oh, that's a good question.
Are you in the book?
Yeah,
Welcome Wagon's in the book. Hi.
Actually, we're always in the community advocate. There are always little blurbs. We have a new member coffee every month at the Shrewsbury Library, and people who are either new to the area, married within the last 6 months, or had a new baby in the last 6 months, or even if they've moved from one place to another within Shrewsbury, are welcome to join.
Gee, I just moved a month and a half ago. Am I too late?
No.
From one end of town to the other.
Even if you lived in the other end of town all your life.
I've been waiting to move so I could join the Welcome Wagon.
If you just got a new house,
I'm not.
You're welcome.
I got a new apartment, new space. It's
all
great.
All right.
Thank you very much
for
coming out.
Thank you.
Thanks. And I think we have, if you don't mind, I'm going to take Mr. Morgan, because we actually, we're really blessed here in town. About a year ago, was it a year ago, Jim?
9 months.
9 months ago. Oh, we have a brand new birth, well, not a brand new birth, but we have a brand new newspaper in town called The Chronicle, and it really deals with just the activities and goings on in Shrewsbury. And this is Jim Morgan, the owner, operator, editor,
Just about everything.
Just about everything.
Vacuum the
Photographer,
floors.
vacuum the floors.
That's right.
What made you decide to do this?
Well, Linda, it's interesting because a lot of the comments we're hearing today, positive things about the paper, are exactly the reasons that I started it, actually almost 10 months ago now. When my wife and I moved here 5 years ago, the first thing I did was go down to the local convenience store and say, could I have the local paper? And there wasn't one.
Yeah.
And we found
Not that the Community Advocate isn't a nice paper, but it covers all these towns and.
Right. I don't mean to be critical of anybody else. There's a Worcester Telegram and a couple of other regional newspapers, but no newspaper that focuses on Shrewsbury. And our effort was to just, go to all the political meetings and talk about what's happening in the schools and try and cover the local sports. And that's what we've tried to do. And people generally like the paper.
And if someone would like to subscribe to your paper, they could call what number to do that?
842-8787 is our telephone number. The paper looks like this. We put out our first color issue.
I was just going to say.
This week. And took us until about 11 o'clock on Tuesday night to get this thing done.
You do a great job, Jim.
Well, thank you.
From someone who, one thing that I do get done every day or every week is I read my papers. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And go off and have a good day.
Enjoy your weekend.
Go cover the parade.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm going to be in the parade.
Yes, that's great. And next we have, this is fun. I don't have to run around and get anybody, and I don't have to do all the talking. Let me see, your name is
Fred.
Marianne. No. Matt Amarillo, I bet. Hi.
Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to be here in Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
It's a great community, and what a fun day today.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming out. I'm used to being behind the camera while Matt's sitting on Air Eurasian show the forum, and it's great because I'm always back there. I have all these questions and I can't ask them.
Well, now you have the opportunity to ask.
You're not. It's not the same. It's like you guys are all sitting up there talking, and I want to say, but what about this? But that's okay. The next time I'll just blurt it out.
Excellent.
Thank you for coming out.
What a great day here in Shrewsbury, and to bring the community together. Great. It's a pleasure representing Shrewsbury in the State Senate.
Yeah, and good luck on your race.
Thank you very much. All right, Linda.
Thanks. Bye. Let me see. Can I guess? No. Come on over.
You can't guess. Hi, my name's Heather Holding. I'm with the Shrewsbury High School.
Yep.
Sorry about that. I'm with the Shrewsbury High School Alumni Association, graduate of the class of '95, and we're here today doing a little bit of fundraising. We have mugs and hats and T-shirts and things.
You know what I like about this mug?
What?
It doesn't have a year on it. It says Shrewsbury, Mass, but it doesn't have. It's timeless. You can take it anywhere. It doesn't have a logo on. Not that I'm saying anything bad about anybody else's logos, but I like that.
It's not wild. It's not obnoxious.
Wild, it's not obnoxious, and there's no Dunkin' Donuts coffee in here. But I'll give it back to you.
Well, it's microwave and dishwasher safe at that, and all of our fundraising that we're doing goes to support grants for. Shrewsbury High School graduates. We keep in touch with all alumni, and we help with getting members and stuff together for reunions. They hold meetings. There's memberships available. $5 gets you a regular membership, $10 a blue and gold card with your membership, which entitles you to discounts at area businesses. And
I hear a lot of people talking about that.
Yeah, I'm a fairly new member myself. I'm just getting accustomed into things. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And just getting involved and getting to know exactly where and what to do with things. But so far things have been going really, really good. And they publish a newsletter 3 times a year, which comes out, and that's entitled with your regular membership. We've been having fun here today.
Great. Well, thanks for coming out.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Where can we buy these gold cards?
Okay.
These blue and gold cards.
Actually, the blue and gold cards are either available, the Boosters Association has them from the athletic department, or we have down at our table, when you sign up for the Alumni Association, you pay for your membership and they will come to you in the mail.
Great.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
This is really wonderful. It's nice that we get such a beautiful day. It is. Your name? Lucille Richards. Yep, careful. Hi, I'm up here in the Common with Lucille Richards, and we're just talking about what a great day this is, and wonderful. Lucille, what group are you with?
I'm the treasurer of the Shrewsbury League of Women Voters, and we're here hoping that people who have not registered to vote yet can stop by and pick up the mail-in voter registration forms. We're also here with lots of information about voting, and we'll put in a little plug that we are having a candidates reception on October 27th at the Town Hall, and we'd like as many people from town to come and meet the candidates and talk to them.
And tell me who all is going to be there for some people that aren't really up on this.
Those running for state representative have been invited. I don't know who's exactly coming yet because we haven't, as far as I know, we don't have all the returns yet. So there will be our state reps and state senators, we hope. And,
well, good. So we can come up and like ask really pointed questions if we want to?
It's a reception.
It's a reception.
It is not a candidates night and it is not a debate. It is just a reception.
Not that any of us are argumentative.
No, not at all.
But I know the League of Women Voters also were behind the start of our domestic violence support group here in Town Advice.
Yes, it did come from a core of members who got involved and really got out there and spread the word and got the whole community involved, which is really exciting for us to do something like that.
I think it's a great job. I think it's a great job that you all do, and it's important to vote, because if you don't get out there on Election Day and you don't vote, then you have nothing to say if you don't like the way the country's being run or your town's being run. I mean, you have a voice with that vote. Use it.
Right, and we're looking for members, and you don't have to be a woman to be a member of the League of Women Voters.
Good.
Families, men are all invited, so we also have membership brochures, and please get out there and vote on November 3rd.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. One of my absolute favorite people. I'm roping people in. This is Jim Hamos, and geez, who do you represent today?
Today it's the Shrewsbury Education Foundation.
Jim and I are similar. We often wear different hats depending upon what we're doing. Oh, see, you know, people just want to be live on TV.
That's
it's
right.
great. It's great.
This is a great event today.
It is, and they keep talking about people walk back and forth, and I think it's great because it means that there's so many people and very little space to walk around in.
It's always wonderful to see, even within Shrewsbury, how much diversity is in who we are, what we are.
Oh, isn't it great?
A day like this.
So the Shrewsbury Educational Foundation,
they
came about. How did you come about?
We came about 5 or 6 years ago, and there are a number of communities in the whole state have these kinds of education foundations. And our goal really is we're an independent organization, a nonprofit. We raise about $10,000 to $15,000 every single year.
By doing, what do you do?
We have fundraisers. We do a spelling bee. We sponsor the Celebration of Learning.
Oh, that's
every
so
year.
much fun.
Another big event.
Yeah.
There's a whole variety of ways to try to get dollars in, and then essentially we turn around and have grant offerings.
And you fund projects for the community, not just for schools and not just for public schools.
But that's right. It's everything's centered at kids. So it's really around education, centered at kids. The ideas can come from any place. There are quite a few that are centered right at the school, but we had the fire department one year. We had the library doing internet training another year. And it's about 6 to 12 grants every year, and about $15,000 worth that we give back into the community.
You do such a good job. Now, I heard at one point that your goal was to raise so much money for an endowment fund.
That's right. A bit in pieces. There have been certain years that we've been able to raise about $20,000 years, and a dream would be to be able to have like a $500,000 endowment that would be throwing off $50,000 every year. So you don't have to spend all your money doing the activities. You could really, again, always center on the kids, which is what this is about, and about education.
What I like is, I've noticed, in the paper, I see where you award your grants, and the diversity even in your awards, and it's not just public school kids.
That's right.
It's projects that involve children and education all out through the community.
The idea is education in Shrewsbury.
Great.
And what I love about the process of awarding the grants is that we have a request for proposals. Ideas come from all over the place. You don't even have an idea of who's written the grant, and they're solely judged based on creativity and how many kids they impact. What is the real mission of it? And at the end, you unfold who it is, and it's always an exciting part of the whole event.
Oh, so it's like a surprise. It's like the Academy Awards of Shrewsbury. I like that.
And it's based on. It's always based on idea. It has nothing to do with who you are, what you are. It's whether or not you could sell the group on innovation, on trying to last for a long time.
And how many people are in your group that does the awards?
Well, the grants committee. With an organization like this, you have to separate yourself into a different role. I mean, there is a board of directors. Marty Dellerber right now is the president of that.
Okay.
There's a treasurer, there's a secretary, all those sorts of things. But then there's a fundraising group that has to figure out what is the ideas you want to do. tries to get people to work on those activities. The celebration of learning requires a number of people, and then there's a grants awards committee.
Okay.
And there's about 6 people.
But do you encourage people? Do people have to live in town to be able to participate with your group?
Yes.
Okay.
In terms of participating in the group, no. But the focus is on Shrewsbury kids.
Okay.
So periodically, there have been people in the schools that maybe don't live in town, though, that still want to reinforce what's happening.
Maybe someone out there who's separated from their children, don't live in the same household, but their kids go to school here and they want to take an active involvement. And maybe you could be out there and not even, you don't have time during the day because you work to be in the schools, but this might be a nice way to keep in touch. So if somebody wanted to join your organization, is there a number that they could call?
They can always call me, Jim Hamus, 842-0010, and I'll connect them back to who's really doing this stuff right now. I've sort of stepped back onto other projects for myself right now.
Yes, we know that. You're very busy. It's like every month I see your name in the paper. Jim, I don't know how you do it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. We have to get back to some of our other work you and I.
Yes, we are. We are doing many things together.
Right. Take care, Lou.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
The best part that I have found about living in Shrewsbury is it really doesn't matter where your interests lie. I mean, even if you just think that all you might want to do is read to kids, you can come up to the Shrewsbury Public Library or go to the schools and sit down and read. Doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're a senior citizen or whether you're a young one. There's always a place in this town to do something, and the ideas that come out of this place, and this is where you see them. You come up here and you walk along the way, and there are just so many different ways to make a difference. And I'm really proud to be a resident here. We've been here since, my daughter was in 2nd grade, now she's in 9th, and I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't leave. It's too nice. So now we're all hanging around up here in the common, and we're waiting for our parade to start. And I'm not sure if there's going to be any bands in the parade. If there are, somebody else will be talking about that, because bands always play that mushy music that makes me cry. I really could use another hot dog, and we're just having fun looking for people to come and tell you what they do. I don't know, am I going to be forced to go up in that? Do you want me to go up in the bucket? All right, well, there's no one to talk to, so I think I'm going to go over and see if I can go up in the bucket, and I want everybody to remember this. Last year, Melanie went up in the bucket, and I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go up. Your name is?
Quinn.
Quinn?
Yeah.
Okay, Quinn. I'm Linda, and I'm scared.
Is he on TV?
Well, if you turn around, yeah, he is. Say hi.
Hi.
See the camera over there? See, I kept thinking that someone else would come by. I didn't know I was the only one.
Dr. Robbie, come over here,
Oh, God. I have to climb in there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. I want a copy of this.
Now wait for the Quinn to go with this lady, and then he'll go with you.
Thank you. He's helping me. I'm going to do this. What? Oh, sure. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Jeez.
No. Stay right there. Yeah. Bring your other leg over. Here we go.
Come on, Ryan.
Scotty.
This is not fun. The things I do
that's it.
You,
no last name.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You don't like heights?
No. What?
Breathe, yeah. She'll hyperventilate.
Oh my God. I'm just going to close my eyes, okay? Oh my God, have we stopped yet?
Not yet.
Oh my God.
You want me to go to the top, or you want me to stop?
No, this is good. This is good.
This is good. Okay.
Oh my God.
You can open your eyes right now.
No, I can't. I really can't.
We're 2 feet off the ground?
No, we're not. I just peeked.
Oh, you just peeked. Okay.
You know, this was a big mistake.
Big mistake? Okay, we're going to get down.
Mistake.
Big mistake. So you're not a roller coaster fan?
No, I'm not a roller coaster fan, although I've been on them, but I like the real quick ones. So
I love roller coasters.
So that you just get on there and
it's over and done.
Close your eyes and it's done.
Yeah. Watch your chin on the side when we get to the ground, okay? Okay. We're landed.
Loaded, because it usually doesn't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't, usually.
I'm not getting any respect here. Why don't you go to another shot while I try and extricate myself here?
Okay, turn around.
Let me hold it.
Turn around. Turn around. Right there, right on the corner.
Okay.
Sit
Sit
push
down.
yourself up.
Yeah.
There's a step right there.
I am so glad I didn't wear my short skirt.
We're not.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. And we are live. Thank you very much.
All right.
I'm going to go up here. God, that was... Whoops, sorry. Hi, I'm up here. I'm up here on the gazebo. How are you? Come on, Cindy. Come over here, Cindy. Cindy.
Yes.
Gaston.
Are you recovered from your... You look a little green around the gills.
Yeah, so Cindy, what are you doing up here in the gazebo?
Okay, this is the new and hopefully improved Shrewsbury, the Artist Guild of Shrewsbury, and we have a lot of work here from our area artists. The majority of the people do live in Shrewsbury, or are from Shrewsbury originally. That we're having a membership drive today, hoping to get some more artists involved. We will also be represented in the parade today.
Oh, that's great. What, a float?
We're actually a banner.
Yep. When you talk about artists, we do photography too?
Photography, all all mediums. Yeah, maybe you should.
I take some
maybe you should. Also visual arts, so that maybe some of your TV shows. And we have a raffle going on today. Yeah.
And what are we raffling off?
We're raffling off a first prize is a pencil portrait of yourself or anyone else, done by John Gaston. Happens to be my favorite artist.
Right.
Yes.
Well, he's an incredible artist.
I think so. Second prize is 2 tickets to the Monet exhibit.
Great. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is, why don't you kind of catch some of these pictures here while I go back down to the common.
Okay. Have fun. Stay out of those
again,
buckets.
No buckets again. No buckets. You're welcome. I like the Shrewsbury Artist Guild. Joe, I don't know if you can if you can swing up and get a shot of one of these paintings, John Gaston's paintings. He's an incredible artist. He's been in town and been supportive of many different groups. And I think one of the most interesting things about living in Shrewsbury is, again, that there is something for everyone. Even if it's just, selling tickets. But I think this is a picture of a gazebo. I don't know what that is. I think I should know what that is, but I don't. So I don't know if the parade has started yet. I think our finest, Shrewsbury finest, are maybe they're still out there tracking the moose, or maybe somehow in the process of doing that they started the parade late. But that's bound to be an incredible event. We're going to be covering that here again, right up here on the Shrewsbury Common. And, if you're home, you're in the wrong place. You know what I keep looking around for? You probably are wondering, why am I looking around? Last year there was a guy up here that made hats out of balloons, and I got the most incredible hat. And I don't see him this year, and I'm not real happy about that. I would have liked to have had a hat made out of balloons. But there are things for children here, activities for children. There's a pancake breakfast tomorrow morning at the high school. The Rotary Club, which is a service-oriented group, annually puts on their pancake breakfast, and they raise money. And like the Shrewsbury Education Foundation, they award grants and donations to different organizations in town that are out there making a difference every day. I really, really wish that if you're sitting around and watching this and not doing anything and feel like your life doesn't have anything in it and you're a couch potato, that you might think about contacting one of the organizations that we've talked about today. I think the best part of looking around and seeing all these people wandering around and interacting is actually, you might see one person at one table that you happen to know that's only one of the groups that they belong to. And one of the ways to make your community richer is not just through money, it's through volunteering your time and your energy. And that's what we try and do here. Do you want to come over here and do that on TV for me? Come here. Do you go to the Montessori school? You have a t-shirt on. Come on, talk to me about your school. Come on. You can stand with your back to the camera. Nobody has to see your face. Do you have a name? You don't have a name? Do you kids go to Montessori? Do you? What's your name?
Amelia.
Amelia? And what's your name? Kate. Do you go to Montessori?
I go to Montessori and she goes
to where? Do-Re-Mi. What's your favorite teacher's name?
Mrs. Dumpy.
And your favorite teacher's name?
Christy.
Yeah? And what are you guys doing here today? You playing around? Your parents here?
Yeah.
I know you. Your name is?
Julia.
No, it can't be.
Yes.
And your name is?
Alex.
No, because the Julia and the Alex that I know are short. They're about the size of Amelia and Kate. Come here. What are you guys doing here?
Well, I'm helping my mom with the festival over there.
Yeah, what popcorn?
Oh, that popcorn.
Yeah, but the popcorn's for what?
We're giving popcorn free, so
But who is? It's not just
our
you
church.
and your mom.
Our church.
And what's the name of your church?
United Methodist Church.
Wow, is that the church that you go to, and that's what you're doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Would you like to maybe have one of the bigger people over there come and talk about what their church means to the community?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, go grab someone and see if they want to come over and say something. Come on. Your name is?
John Matthews.
John Matthews?
Glenn Sweeney.
Okay.
Mike Fagan.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Matt Keevan.
Todd Sweeney.
And guess what? You guys are live.
On news?
Well, not on the news. I mean, we could make this the news. But what are you guys doing here?
Oh, we're just walking around. Everything's free.
Everything's free?
We're just looking around.
Yeah?
Having fun. Waiting for my brother.
Yeah?
His
birthday party to start.
Oh, cool. This is your birthday? All right. Happy birthday. How come you guys aren't in the parade?
Parade.
What parade?
Yeah.
What parade?
A parade.
In about half an hour, there's going to be a parade coming right here with floats. Well, maybe for next year. Do you guys live in town? Do you live in Shrewsbury?
My dad does.
Okay, another one of these. So you could talk to your dad about maybe getting you involved in one of the groups here. What do you think? You could be in a parade. Help. They're going to have floats and horses and everything.
That's why it smells like horse dung, right?
Oh, that sounds real good. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. And what's your name?
Lydia.
What?
Lydia.
Lydia. And what are you doing up here?
Well, we just came and we were gonna walk in the parade.
Ah, you're gonna walk in the parade? Oh, that's really great. That's really great. Well, nice to have you here, Lydia. So there are children of all ages. Bye. They don't
want to come over.
Oh, they're embarrassed. They don't want to be on camera. Like I can't commit faux pas for everyone. But that's okay. Thank you very much, kids.
You're welcome.
You know, this afternoon, after the parade, or even before that, from 12 to 4 over at Hebert's Candies, they are actually having real live elephants. Now, I don't know if you can take a ride on an elephant, which is something I wanted to do. You know, this is the best day. I wouldn't trade this day for anything. But aside from that, I can't believe I went up in that bucket. And but I would rather take a ride on an elephant because you could sort of jump off the elephant. But they're also going to have flying fish and exotic birds and some 4-H displays. And I'm kind of anxious. I'm going to go over there and check it all out. Hi. You still want to be on camera, don't you? Because it's your birthday. Yeah. You know, some of these kids are going to grow up and they're going to replace me here. So one of these years, instead of seeing me out in front of this camera on the Shrewsbury Common, you're going to see name
Todd Sweeney.
Todd Sweeney. There's isn't there a musical or something called Sweeney Todd? I don't know. So, Todd, have you ever wanted to do any television work?
Yes.
Have you ever done anything?
No.
Okay. Why don't you look at the camera and tell people what you think is the best part of this day? And be nice about it. Let's not talk about the smell of the horses.
My birthday.
Ah, so it's not just the sun and the people and the free stuff?
That too.
That too? That too? Yeah, and I think your friends are calling you.
Yes.
Well, that's the fun of it. If you were down here, you could be on TV too.
I'm down here.
You're down here? So tell me about your church. Julia, tell me about your church. It's the start of a new church, right?
Yeah, it started last November.
Okay. And what do you like the best about where you go to church?
Well, Sunday school.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Or did he tell you to say that?
I like Sunday school, and he likes Sunday school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you've been going to this church or with these people for a long time?
Yeah, since I was at least 4.
Right?
4 or 5, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And you guys didn't bring me over any popcorn either.
Oh, we can
go ahead, do that. Why don't you kids come here?
Okay.
You're all dressed up. Let's see, you're with?
The New England Karate Academy.
Oh, and you too?
Yeah.
I guess I can figure that out. Are you from Shrewsbury? Yeah, yes, no?
She's from Worcester. I'm from Auburn.
Ah, and your name is?
Michelle Hall.
And your name is?
Julian Suspaniak.
Uh-huh. Now you guys do karate?
Yeah.
Ah, and tell me what the orange belt means.
It means like you're getting good at karate. We're the 3rd rank up. Just say that.
3rd rank up. Okay.
Yeah,
why is there purple on the end?
Because that's the next belt we're gonna go for. And
and
so that we're higher than orange. We're an orange with
so when you have a purple belt, then you'll have tape on the end that shows you what you're working for the next one, right?
Yes.
And that's how that works. So how long have you guys been doing this?
I've been going since February. You've been going since like February in the middle.
Yeah. And what do you find that you like the best about doing karate?
By like if like people, because there's a gang like at our school, and
a gang at your school? Oh, okay. Where do you go to school?
Rice Square.
Uh-huh.
And they like to beat up kids, so my father said that.
No way, Jose.
That we should start karate, so if they try to beat us up, we can defend ourselves.
Wow. And what about you?
I just think it's fun, and same reason as her, but I don't have a gang in my school.
Now, did you two know each other before the karate class?
No, but now we're best friends.
Oh, really?
We're called twins because of our sensei. They call us twins. Sensei Alan.
What's a sensei?
Sensei is the main instructor.
Instructor. And do you have to pay him respect? Do you have to bow and stuff like that?
You have to bow him, and when we answer him, we say yes, sensei, or no, sensei.
But you don't laugh when you say it, right? No. You're really serious about it?
I'm just laughing because my mom's back there.
Oh, you're laughing. Oh, okay. But you're real serious about it. You take your training seriously.
Yes.
Now, at Rice School, do they know you're taking karate?
No.
Is it going to be a secret until somebody tries to gang up on you?
Yes.
Good. Don't let anybody beat you up.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, kids.
Thank you.
Thanks. And now I have some free popcorn. And what else?
Free pumpkin.
Oh, free pumpkin. So, if you want to come down here, let's see. It says United Methodist Church of Shrewsbury. And if you're interested in, come on over closer to me, kids. So if you're interested in joining a small but budding and growing church, the number to reach them is 842-4665.
Is that what it really says?
That's what it really says. Would I lie to you?
No.
So anyway, so now I have a pumpkin and I have some popcorn. And what?
And the little thing.
And yes.
Information.
And my information in case I need to pass it on to anywhere. But it's a beautiful day. The sun is out on the common, and I want to thank you kids for bringing this for me. Yes, I know. I know. Yes, that's Kaylee. Yes. Lots of people, Thank you, kids. Go ahead. Go on. Shrewsbury's the kind of town that if you reach out just a little bit, a lot of people reach out right back. And you don't have to be, it's like you don't really ever have to be alone. And as I for the 7 or 8 years that I've been here, as I look around and the people that I've come into contact with that I've known for that whole time, it's a real warm and fuzzy feeling. Again, if you're out there watching this at home, you're really in the wrong place. I mean, you can't get this at home, You can't get this at home. And you certainly can't get the popcorn at home. And you certainly can't go up in that bucket at home. So, can't participate in a road race. There's lots of stuff going on here, and I think we all need to remember to come out and participate and be a part of it all. So we're about ready to take you off to new and better things other than listening to me, and I want to thank you all for joining us, and have a good day.
And welcome to our now second annual Spirit of Shrewsbury Fall Festival 1998. I'm Melanie Arisian, and with me is Judy Polito and Amy LaRue. And ladies, we have an absolutely beautiful day for this parade. It's going to be starting very shortly. I don't think we could have done better with the weather, certainly. And we've had such a wonderful turnout. It's been fabulous watching all the people line up on both sides of Main Street, all the way heading down to Dean Park. And I certainly saw, as I was coming up from the high school area, all sorts of people lined up on both sides of the street heading from the high school in anticipation of what is going to probably be a very large parade. We're looking forward to it starting any moment now. Of course, you're watching Shrewsbury's Channel 57, Shrewsbury Public Access, and we're happy to be here today on this beautiful sunny day. It's an unexpectedly sunny day for September, so late into September, to bring you all the live coverage and to tell us a little bit about what's going on actually in the Common as we speak. We have Amy LaRue. Amy, what did you see going on behind us while we're waiting for the parade to start?
Oh, there's many different booths of different promotions and raffles and charities and businesses and stuff, and they're giving away tons of booklets and tickets and everything for everybody. There's bucket rides for the kids, and they have a booth of electrical things. Like, they're showing people, the kids mainly, how the electricity works in Shrewsbury. They have pins and booklets and coloring books.
Well, mainly for the kids. I remember going to that test last year, and I remember flunking it pretty badly. So maybe it should stay for the kids, I think. And also, I went up in the bucket last year, which was a lot of fun. You have any inkling that you might try going up in the bucket, Amy?
Possibly.
It's a lot of fun. Actually, it's pretty terrific to get such a great aerial view of Shrewsbury. Of course, they didn't want to let me down last year, which was, a little bit, disheartening. That, they just wanted to keep me up in the bucket, suspended in air, but I got over it. What else did you see going on behind us?
There's a demonstration for the karate kids. They're doing different demonstrations of what they can do, and they're showing what they learn in their classes, and there's tons of food.
Food, terrific.
They have coffee and donuts and sodas and various other things.
That's terrific. I know they're also doing stuff down at Patton School. I saw when I was coming up from that part of Shrewsbury. A lot of people out there, crafters and whatnot, they were exhibiting things. I don't know, do we have any crafts back here, or is it more...
Oh, yes. There's a booth where they are... it's kind of like a yard sale type thing.
Really? Oh, that's terrific.
And there's an Afghan raffle.
Oh, an Afghan raffle. Was it probably a handmade one? Probably.
Hands. It's from the Busy Hands from the Senior Center, and all those ladies are very talented. There's Afghans. They have beautiful baby clothing. All the grandmothers out there, run over to that booth because you can have some beautiful sweaters and bonnets and booties and lots of nice things. And the seniors have all made them, and it's very hard to find sometimes some nice handmade goods. And the First Congregational Church, I don't know if you noticed that booth, but they had some beautiful articles for sale. Beautiful mirror with an ink drawing of the church when it in the 1700s. That's just beautiful. And also they had they've got some nice planters, blue, and it says Shrewsbury on it, and it has the date of the inception of the town. So there are lots of things for lots of people over in the Common. And down at Patton School, I know you did mention, there are all crafted tables down there, so anybody that's after the parade may like to walk down there and see what's going on. It's quite an event there, too.
Well, thanks. In case you didn't recognize that voice, that was Judy Polito. We refer to her now as Karen's mom. Actually, do you get called anything but Karen's mom these days?
That's about it these days.
And that, of course, would be Karen Polito. In case you didn't get the little reference, and of course she is running for office, and we wish her all the best of luck. You mentioned the Busy Bees. I will say this pretty quickly because I think the parade is starting. Yes, I can see that it is. And what do we have for our first event behind the Shrewsbury police car?
The Harley Biker Club, Motorcycle Club, and there you can hear them now. It's starting off the parade with quite a roar, and everyone here has got they have their children on their shoulders. Everyone's excited, and it looks like it's going to be a great day.
It does indeed. That is quite an impressive array of Harley bikes there. You had mentioned, I want to get this in really quickly, the Busy Bees. Of course, everybody should remember that, of course, you can, if you have any interest in crafting whatsoever, you can join the Busy Bees. They do all sorts of good works. They're keeping their hands busy to help others. They raise money, and it's a wonderful organization. Call the Senior Center to find out how you, too, can be involved. So, Amy, have you ever been on a motorcycle?
No, but I hope to.
Well, maybe this will be your chance today.
If I can con my mom into letting me.
Well, maybe after she sees them today, maybe that'll happen. Oh, look at that. They're doing a little round here in the center. One time they get to give a little show like this in the center and not have the police come and bother them, because the police are right here in front of them. Well, after we have the Harleys, which are still coming through the center, and the crowd's still kind of watching and really enjoying looking at these big, beautiful bikes here, we're going to have the fire department come through. I'm sure that'll get a great reaction out of a lot of the kids. I'm sorry, what?
I love motorcycles.
Oh, okay. We have one big motorcycle lover here. Unfortunately, don't have any information on them. I assume they're a club, and it's possible that they're even a Shrewsbury club. I'm sure anybody that's a bike lover knows.
Donated their time to the parade and donated their services, so I think it's great. The children are getting a big kick out of it, so I think it's an added plus.
Do you know if it's a Shrewsbury club or?
I don't know that. Oh, look, here comes the fire truck.
And they have more than just a truck. They also have some kind of Shrewsbury police boat that's just passing by.
Is that the boat that goes onto the lake that does all the patrolling?
I would imagine it is.
Oh, you can hear all the sounds of the excitement going on.
And the firemen, of course, waving to the crowd, and of course the kids are loving it. And what do we have coming up now? Past us, we have the Girl Scouts float.
How nice is that?
Oh, they did a great job. Look at that. Were you ever a Girl Scout, Amy?
Yes, I was. It was very fun. Go out and do a bunch of stuff like this.
That's great. Did you ever get to ride on a float?
No, I didn't get to do that.
I didn't either, and I was a Girl Scout too.
Me too.
I'm glad you were too.
They had them back then too, you know.
Oh, now. What was that, about 10 years ago?
Oh, here comes the troop, Melanie. Look at this.
That's
How
right. Look at this. It's wonderful.
Isn't this great?
And they're doing such wonderful things with the Girl Scouts now. I do know mom of a Girl Scout troop, and I got to see some of the things they're doing. And it is a little different from when you and I were Girl Scouts, Judy.
So.
I don't know about Amy, but certainly when you and I were Girl Scouts, because we were doing, I think, a lot more maybe quote-unquote traditional things, sewing and cooking, and I think they still do those kind of things, but they also have things like make your own badge and learn TV production, like we're doing today.
This is great. We have a future Melanie.
We could have a future Judy and a future Amy. And they also do stuff like learn about aeronautics and music industry and all sorts of fascinating things.
They also do some public service.
That's true.
Also, to get their badges and
That's
volunteer
true.
their time. And that's wonderful when you're seeing the young people doing that.
It really is. So it's a whole different ball game. It was wonderful when we were kids, of course, but I think they've really grown and adapted. Expanded. They've really changed with the times. So you might want to consider Girl Scouting or Boy Scouting or Cub Scouting, all the different divisions. If you have kids today, if they're not involved, you might want to get them involved. As they pass by our cameras, they're so happy to be and proud, I think, to be parading here in Shrewsbury, especially we have the younger ones going by right now. That was the Brownie troop. And we're supposed to be having the Cub Scouts coming by pretty shortly.
Here they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here they come.
Well, we still have
the Brownie troop.
Right in front of our podium here. We have the Brownies coming by.
That looks great.
And the Cub Scouts.
Oh, they've got the flags and balloons.
They certainly do. Oh, I think this is the most animated I've seen the troops. Of course, we cover the Memorial Day Parade when we do, the Memorial Day Parade here for Shrewsbury Public Access. And they have fun there, but I think there's a different kind of a sense of excitement here today. And, of course, that's what this day is all about. It's the spirit of Shrewsbury, the entire town coming together to participate in one great event. Our new police chief, Wayne Sampson, passing by. Of course, we all know Wayne. He's been serving Shrewsbury with great dedication for many, many years, but of course now he's our police chief. Possibly marching, I think he did march as police chief in the Memorial Day Parade. If not, this would be the first time he's marching before the town. Our new town manager passing by, Dan Morgado, with some of the selectmen.
Yes, and here's the Grand Marshals.
And the Grand Marshals car. That's fabulous.
Oh, Mrs. Donahue in a fabulous hat.
Oh, that is a wonderful hat. Look at that.
Isn't that grand? And the car is great.
It is great. That's
they're
wonderful.
Enjoying themselves.
I read some of the bio. Such a lot of fabulous things they've really contributed to the town of Shrewsbury. We're so lucky to have them. Oh, Amy, what you just pointed to something. Look at that great antique car. And the costumes in that. Votes for women. Well, there it is.
Oh, look at this. Isn't this great?
Love the costume.
Isn't that fabulous?
Shrewsbury League of Women Voters?
That's great. If it hadn't been for women like that, you and I wouldn't be voting today.
Oh, and here's St. John's High School. Nice addition to the town.
Class of 30, 39, 90, 98, and 50 and 59.
Go Pioneers.
Okay.
Oh,
now,
what's
coming into camera view, this is pretty fabulous looking. Look at this.
Great.
This is a wonderful float and that they've done.
Antique truck. Oh,
this is the Francis Gardens Seniors.
Oh, and this is St. Anne's Church replica.
Oh, sure. The replica of Church and Marchers here.
Oh, we see Bruce and Lucy Card on there.
Oh, that's terrific.
That's great.
Oh,
and
they've
the
done a lot of
children
work.
of the church are there. The Brazilian community is represented for St. Anne's. Wonderful, wonderful tribute. And Bruce, being a former fireman, is right in front, helping with the driving.
Oh, and I think you see someone else trying to get her mom's attention.
There she is.
There's Karen Polito waving to her mom. Hi, Karen.
That's great.
Oh, and just like a little kid, she's going, "Come on, Mom, wave back."
That's right. And Bob Lundgren, too, a longtime fireman, is retired now, is driving the vehicle. Very, very nice.
A very wonderful job.
Oh.
And we have the COA van.
Oh, yeah. Is this
that's just gone by.
Is that what it is?
I think it's just the van showing folks the transportation that they can have, the service that they can have for Shrewsbury. And we have a car passing.
Oh, look at this one. Right
from the old car club. Oh, look at that. That's a great car. I wish I knew more about cars. Amy, do you know anything about cars at all?
Not too much.
Just enough to know they look pretty darn good. Look at that. Now, I think that's an Impala. Now, somebody's going to call in and say, I know nothing about cars. They'd be right, of course. But it's pretty
But they
great
look
looking.
great, don't they?
do look great.
All shined up. Old car
Which one, the
club.
pink one or that second one? The golden one. That's pretty great.
Here comes another one.
That black
Amy.
one doesn't
at
look
this,
too
the
bad
black
either.
one convertible with the red
Oh,
inside.
look at those tail fins.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. See, we need some
they're
car
having a
aficionado to tell you what you're looking at here. Oh, look at that. Oh, and now, I don't know if they're Model Ts or Model A's, but they certainly look great.
That's a Packard.
A Packard, that's Joe Drummond, somebody that does know cars, just said we had a Packard that has passed out of your camera view, but maybe you recognized it when it went by.
Shrewsbury Friends has an antique car here. I don't know what that is either, but it is
Look at
beautiful.
even fringe in the back of that one.
Absolutely beautiful.
I wonder if these have the ones that have rumble seats. It'd be great to take a ride in one of those.
Look at the little car.
The little car, yeah. A little sports model there. Of course, now I've heard stories that these cars didn't have any heat or air or radios or anything else, so maybe we'd like to just look at them from afar, take a ride in them once or twice, and then go back. Right, exactly. Go back to our nice little heated, air-conditioned cars. The First Baptist Church of Shrewsbury coming by with a float. So much work has gone into this parade. I think you're going to be so surprised by the sheer enormity of all of this and the dedication people have used. Just putting that First Baptist float together, you can just imagine the amount of time they put into it and the amount of fun that they probably had in anticipation of this really great day.
Well, you see the fathers and the children, mothers and fathers together, all working together.
Absolutely. And look at the lambs. I saw that before it came. They did a great job with those lambs. Community Advocate has a car, of course, wanting you to know that we have a paper here in Shrewsbury.
Oh, look at this Shrewsbury cheerleaders.
Oh, isn't that great?
Oh, great.
And if you're hearing that, we have a police car that's coming out onto the road, I think going the opposite way. Not possibly a part of the parade, but maybe helping something down the line.
I think the cheerleaders have won numerous awards.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
They've been out into New Jersey, so I hope we can listen to them.
And they were doing one. They passed by your camera view, but the crowd is appreciating them doing a cheer as they go by. We have some youth hockey.
Patton School, Melanie.
Patton School.
Yeah, look at this. Isn't this great?
A nice showing for Patton School. Sorry about that. That was Spring Street School that passed by. You can see, of course, this nice aerial shot you're getting. In case you're wondering how we're achieving that here at Channel 57, we have, apparently there is. Well, unfortunately, we had another break in the parade. We just had a fire truck pull out of here, and obviously there's something going on in another part of Shrewsbury, and we just, of course, all our best wishes go. We hope that it's going to be something minor and something that is handled very quickly and without any incident.
Oh, we got an owl for Spring Street.
An owl for Spring Street, that's fabulous. I didn't realize they had a mascot, now we know. Have you ever seen the Spring Street owl before?
Only in pictures.
The legend lives on. As I was saying before, we're watching the Spring Street owl there go up the street. You're getting this great aerial shot from a bucket truck that we have one of our cameramen, Liz Desjardins, Liz is actually part of the Education Channel part of Shrewsbury Public Access's television coverage. Of course, we have public access, education access, and we're getting more governmental access. And we hope you're enjoying and appreciating all three of the prongs of Shrewsbury Public Access. And right now we have a Bank of Boston ATM coming up the street. This is great. If anybody's needing a little money to go get one of those Girl Scout hot dogs, they're all set. They can go and get some money from the Bank of Boston ATM.
Something you don't see every day.
Not every day, no. I do wonder, the poor little ATM person that's in there, I hope that has good ventilation in there on such a nice warm day.
Melanie, I think we missed the Shrewsbury Child Development. They just went through. They had the aqua T-shirts and the balloon, the blue and yellow balloon.
It's a possibility we did.
They look great. They're just coming up again, and they've got wagons.
Oh, terrific.
That's a great community organization,
absolutely,
isn't it?
Absolutely, and I'm glad we didn't miss them entirely.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. We got a little distracted when that truck went by.
And coming up, we have the Advise.
Oh, this will be wonderful. We have
great.
some miniature horses pulling carts, which I'm sure is going to be a great treat for the crowd to see. And if you heard that, that was Linda Turner behind us, who is a big part of Advise. You've probably seen many of Linda's fine programs on Shrewsbury Public Access.
Advise stands for Against Domestic Violence and Shrewsbury Education Project.
Thank you, Linda. I'm glad that you announced what the word actually stood for, because it's important for people of Shrewsbury to know what's going on with Advise.
Oh, look at the horse and carriage.
Isn't that fabulous? Oh, wow.
Great addition.
Absolutely beautiful animals. Isn't that wonderful? And look at the great costumes they have there.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Isn't it wonderful? Oh, look at that little one.
I think some of those come from the farm down on Gold Street, Dave Adams' farm.
So cute.
They are adorable. Now we have coming... Shrewsbury Crew, it looks like, has passed by us. They're passing by us as we speak. Shrewsbury Crew has had a very strong tradition here in Shrewsbury. Many fine races, and of course we have the boat races every year off Lake Quinsigamond. If you haven't had a chance to see that, you really owe yourself the opportunity to go down there. Are you involved in any sports, Amy?
Not at this time. I'm busy with the play.
Oh, what play are you busy with?
Our town, it's the junior class play.
That's fabulous. When is that happening? Oh, we have a karate team coming by.
Oh, look
at that. They're so young. They start them young. They do it intentionally.
It's just great.
Because they want you to grow up strong in mind and body and spirit. It's a really terrific thing to get involved. And I believe in the year 2000 Olympics that Taekwondo and karate will be official sports. It's about time. So tell us a little more about the play. You have when's that coming up?
I think it's late November. I don't know the exact date right now.
That's
off the
right.
top of my head.
You can look. I'm sure they'll advertise in Town Center. They usually do. That's great.
Yeah. You know, Melanie, I can see from standing up here in this chair, Mount Olivet's coming up. Looks like they're doing a can drive, maybe.
Well, I hope so.
Well, that's what the big sign says that I can see from here. Judy, what do you think? Can you see it?
It says for the food collection, so perhaps we all should get behind
Right now we have a little midget car.
Mount Olivet Lutheran Church.
Pop Warner cheerleaders? No, we have... Oh, we have a little car. It says Price Chopper on it. This may be part of the Shriners. It's a possibility. It looks like a little car that the Shriners would have. And coming up, oh, and now we have passing by on the screen. We have your Mount Olivet car right there.
Oh wow! Look what's coming up now. The First Congregational Church. Oh, I've been waiting all day to see this. They put a lot of time and effort into it. It's great.
That's a terrific car and clown there.
I used to love those little cards when I was little.
Isn't it great? And it is indicative of the Shriners. I don't know if this particular one is with the Shriners or if it's part of the First Congregational float. I'm not positive of that.
Oh, they're dressed in beautiful
costumes.
costumes.
They've done a phenomenal job here. Look at the costumes.
Really
and the crowd is really showing a great deal of appreciation for. Look at the replica of their church. That is fabulous. And those gorgeous horses. I think they have just done a tremendous job. And they're even pulling over and standing in front of our dais here so that people can appreciate them and take pictures.
Horses are beautiful.
They are absolutely great. And look at that church. Who built that church?
It's an incredible replica.
It really is. And a great round of appreciation. And once again, a round of applause. And the crowd again giving them a fine round of applause, and they're marching off. I saw on the shirts, Amy, 275 years, so this is quite special, not only for them to be 275 years old, to be marching in this parade with these great costumes, and to be standing in front of the church that they're honoring.
Just like time travel.
Absolutely. I really would love to know who did the replica of that church, and I'd love to know what's going to happen to it. Will it be on permanent display, or do you have any information about who did that church, Judy?
I know that I spoke to a few of the parishioners, and they've been working on that for over a year.
Wow.
And you certainly can tell they put a lot of time and effort into it, Melanie, and I do hope they're able to display that.
I hope
truly
so.
Beautiful.
It deserves it.
Look at the bell, the tower.
That's, I think, the most fabulous part of all. I really
such
do.
detail. You truly have to admire it.
I do.
How about the Belgian horses?
Oh,
and the
they're
children
beautiful.
all dressed.
They did a really
incredible
terrific job. And off they go.
Oh, it just makes you so happy to be part of it, doesn't it?
It does. And, you know, of course, you just mentioned over a year spent on this, and it makes me wonder, how long has this been in preparation? Has it been... How long has it been? I won't even conjecture.
Actually, next week we'll be having a meeting for the following year.
There it is.
So we start right away, planning for next year. It's just been a most rewarding time for me to be part of it, and it's very enjoyable.
What a tremendous amount of dedication you people have shown. And I'd like to talk a little bit more about who actually put in the time, but I think we'll take a moment to look at this the Westboro Bank, sponsored by the Westboro Bank, but I can tell this is the Shriners Band coming right there. Yes. That's coming down the street. Right now we have the Anastasia Insurance with a wagon, a hayride, which is great. I think some folks getting a free ride there.
Isn't that
beautiful horses. Some of the horses we've seen today have just been gorgeous.
Oh, here comes our Shriner Band.
And this, I have to tell you, this is my favorite Shriner Band, the Oriental Band. Have you ever seen them, Amy?
Oh, well, fabulous.
Pay attention, because these guys are pretty great looking.
And sponsored by the Westboro Bank. Very generous of them to do.
Absolutely.
And the Shriners, of course, donate all their profits to the Burn Institute.
That's right. They've done a tremendous job, the Shriners have. Good beat. This is a Boston band, it looks like. The Aleppo's Boston on the drum.
That's true. And it took a whole year to finally get them committed, because they're all over.
They are all over. We did a parade, and they came, the big convention they had last year, we covered it. Pretty amazing. And here come the clowns. That's right, Amy.
Oh, here comes Shrewsbury Rotary.
Another great old car. I'm still listening to that great music from the Shriners. The Shrewsbury Rotary Club. Can you tell us anything about the Rotary, Judy?
Well, the Rotary, of course, has been a big part of our community. They've done so many things to help seniors, young people, scholarships. They're very active. I know there's so many people in the community that are involved in Rotary. It's a fine organization.
And passing by is the Shrewsbury Bookmobile, and before that was the Hunneman Colwell Banker Auto Car. The Bookmobile, of course, goes to your neighborhood with books, and now your neighborhood internet connection. Something, in case you didn't know, now you can hook up on the internet in the Bookmobile. Of course, you can do it in the public library. You've been able to do that for a little while, but the Bookmobile, that's something special, being able to take it right to you. And here we have one of Shrewsbury's great fire trucks passing by. There when you need it. Hope you don't. Hope that it just gets to do things like come out in parades, of course.
Yeah, that's right. Well, our firemen are so dedicated. We're very fortunate in Shrewsbury to have such a fine department.
Very, very fortunate, and we're hoping that, again, all the trucks are there for us to provide amusement for the kids, and they'll honk their horns. While we have a moment here, can you tell us a little bit about who really put this thing together, Judy? I know you were a big part of it, but you want to tell us anything?
Actually, I was a very small part of it, but Joyce Peralt and Sue DeLeo, I think, were instrumental way back in starting this with the Shrewsbury alumni. And of course, if I start to mention names, I'll forget someone that's very important to the organization, so I wouldn't want to do that. But they've all been very dedicated, and it's been quite an experience. I hope everybody out there will maybe decide next year they'd like to be part of it.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure this will give people a real impetus to become part of what's going on today. Right now we're seeing the Shrewsbury Colonials, and this would be the cheerleaders.
They put on an amazing show yesterday at the Shrewsbury High School Field Day.
That's terrific. Oh, Yeah, well, by all means, call them out, Amy, as you see them. They were doing a little bit of jumping and leaping here for us, and the great show they did yesterday. Someone did just a tremendous backflip.
They can do multiple flips at a time. They just flip across the field and they throw each other up in the air. It's incredible.
Wow, I can walk across the street and not get hit. It's not too bad, I think. Shrewsbury crew, here we come with another crew team. This is the female crew team. God love them. I did Shrewsbury crew for a little bit in junior high, and I loved it. Activities like theater and music took me away too, but oh gosh, it's tremendous. Look at the arms on them. That'll tell you they're crew members.
That's right. And they have to be dedicated. They have to get up early, don't they, before school?
Absolutely. And you run, you do the whole 9 yards. And look at those beautiful boats.
And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Donahue have been very active with the Donahue Rowing Center.
It's a beautiful center too.
They've done a lot with the with donating and getting that on board.
Now, I know there was one special person that was a real big part of this whole thing you wanted to mention. I thought I'd give you the chance.
Manny Simeone, and he's been an inspiration to everybody. He's worked extremely hard along with Art Dobson and Ken Swift. But Manny's been the one that's coordinated this, put it together. He was worried about everything. He wanted everything to be just right for the town. And for really its first parade, don't you think it's coming along just fine?
Unbelievable. I'm so impressed. They did such a great job. Oh, we have some steppers here.
Yes. Lovey's towing, donating their time, and we have the dancers.
I'm going to say, while we're watching these great dancers and you know how they're hanging on this truck is beyond me. I want to thank Amy LaRue for stopping by with us. Amy, it's been great chatting with you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll be hearing more from you in the future, I know.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, that was just terrific. Look at these kids, the future dancers of America. Like we can see the arms on the crew, we can see the legs on these. They're all good, strong, healthy girls. It's wonderful to see. You know, one of the things I saw it was only as it was passing, I hope the folks at home got to see this, was on that crew skull in the truck that was carrying the crew skull overboard. There was some poor gentleman in there. He was rowing away.
Oh, I didn't see that. I must have missed it.
God bless his little heart on this nice warm day to be rowing away.
It's a real warm summer's day, isn't
It's
it?
fabulous. It really is. Probably 3 weeks from now, we're probably all going to be wearing parkas and not being able to look out of our hoods.
Enjoy every minute of it.
Absolutely.
We have a little break, but look, it's coming up now. Lovey's tow truck?
I'm not sure. Oh, yes, indeed, that's what it looks like. Oh, and
candy.
Oh, and they're throwing candy, as if just having a truck go by wasn't enough, because you know the little kids are just eating these big machines up with a spoon. But to get candy on top, it's like Christmas early.
It's got the American flag on the side. They've got the yellow lights going. The kids are in the back. They're having a great time.
Some of these kids, I think, on the truck are having a pretty good time hurling that candy as well.
Oh, an honor guard.
It's a little difficult for us to always tell, unfortunately.
Maybe the American Legion Post.
I think you're right. Yes, I can see the post flag.
Yeah,
it's as we're going by. It did go by out of your shot, but it's passing by our podium right now.
That's
where
great.
It is a little easier for us to see.
Everyone is very appreciative of that.
Absolutely.
You can see them all applauding, and that's wonderful. The Dudley Gendron Post.
And of course, it's always great to see the veterans out, because it's important for us to always remember.
That's right. And
just like those suffragettes, just like we have to remember who got us the vote and who made change in this country. It's great to see who protected the laws of this country and the freedoms that we so greatly enjoy. It's good to see the servicemen and women go by.
This looks like another color guard, Melanie. I don't see a name on it, but they look wonderful.
The ROTC, Joe Drummond is whispering in our ears, and they look like they're doing a little drilling right now. It could be the ROTC. And of course, we have the career war veterans coming up.
Yeah, the career war veterans, they're now trying to raise some money. They do not have a monument, so they are trying to raise money throughout the area.
I
so
hope
that
they get
the Korean War vets will have their own tribute.
I hope they get it. They deserve it. And of course, I think this is going to be the, if I say it with a little bit of bias, the best float in the
here
entire
we
parade.
are.
That first congregational thing was okay, but here's the SPAC truck. Shrewsbury Public Access wants to see you on television, and we all do. There's Kelly Jefferson waving hello. Hi,
and
Kelly.
I see somebody special inside
I think
there,
so too.
Melanie.
I think I see Ara Recian Sr. Who's my dad with the forum with Ara Recian Sr. waving next to Kelly.
Yeah, and he does a
Catching
great job
a ride.
also.
Thanks so much. I'm glad he caught a ride. That's terrific. We've got all sorts of SPAC. There's Bill Ney, our new manager, with his son Robbie on top.
Oh, this is wonderful.
We have Ernie Floyd right there, and he's got some of his youth posse. Hey, Ernie, good to see you. A great job. And here comes
look at that.
the Shrewsbury Junior High Marching Band, the middle school. Excuse me. Oh, this could be the seniors. Sorry, it is. It's the seniors.
Melanie, is
Oh, fabulous. I was a part of them.
That brings back a lot of memories.
Absolutely. I played the bass drum. I used to love to bang that thing. There was no tomorrow. Get your kids involved in music. It's the way to go.
And it's nice for the young kids to see this. It may make some people decide that this is what they'd like to do.
Absolutely. All right. Way to go. That was the Shrewsbury Senior Marching Band.
Oh, look at this.
I thought it might have been the juniors coming first.
I think this is the Marine Color Guard.
I believe you're correct. And don't they look
Isn't
proud?
that beautiful?
They do such a fabulous presentation.
No, everyone's clapping. They really
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Still tapping their toes to the great drum beat that they're now enjoying as the Shrewsbury Senior High Band proceeds down to Dean Park. Of course, this parade is going all the way down to Dean Park. We have some more veterans passing by.
And the submarine coming up.
And the U.S. submarine. We get to see this on Memorial Day. It's good to see it out again. It's so interesting to look on the inside, the cutaway of that memorial. We have the sound truck, with some great old music. Is it Benny Goodman or is it Glenn Miller? It's Benny Goodman, isn't it?
I think so.
I think so.
It's great.
Da-da-da. We can sing to you. Maybe we should
want them to stay tuned.
That's true. I'm afraid. Might be at the K-9 unit, bringing up the rear.
Our favorite girl.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shirley's been a fixture in this town for a long time. She's done an excellent job.
Everyone's waving to her. And she deserves it. Yes. Wave back. Hi, Shirley. With the great K-9 unit. And we have an ice cream truck.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to be running after that.
I think you're probably right.
This has been a lot of fun, hasn't it, Melanie?
Judy. I think now we're on. We're bringing up the rear. And we want to thank you, I guess, for watching Shrewsbury Public Access Channel 57. We're going to be concluding our coverage up here. We really thank you for joining us. Judy Polito, Amy LaRue, who had to leave just a little bit before us, and I'm Melanie Arisian. Again, remember that SPAC truck, because you should be remembering, not only can you watch television, you can become a part of it by watching and becoming a part of Shrewsbury Public Access Channel 57. So thanks for tuning in, and
thank you, Melanie.
Thank you. We're going to go join the rest of the fun.
Yes, we're going to have a good time.
Well, the day is not done by any means, but our parade has gone through, and it was outstanding. It brought back memories of my childhood, because, they say everybody loves a parade. But what I want to tell you right now is all this stuff that you've been watching, all this footage that you see, is done at Shrewsbury Public Access Connection, Channel 57, right here in town at 57 Parker Road, and that's the old North Shore School. All of us that do this, well, not all of us, some of the people that are helping out here are employees of the studio, but the rest of us are all volunteers who are committed to putting information and programs on the air to make a difference in the lives of you, the residents of this community. Now, the classes are free. there's an absolute incredible support network of other producers that will help you do your thing. And whether that's being behind a camera or in front of the camera or designing and producing a show, it's all up to you. So if you think you might be interested, please call 841-8650 and make arrangements to come down and take a class today. So thank you from Channel 57 and the Spirit of Shrewsbury. Have a good day.